She said I will find it myself, find my haven if I only take her hand. Why are you still? Why do you do? Why don't you mend? There's so much more you could make of this world. And she said,
What a day. What a day. How are we, everyone? I'm back. I'm back. I'm here. I'm wounded. But I'm back. How are we all? Thank you for your patience over the last couple of days. I had a hell of a week. You might remember the week before wasn't that great with my son getting injured and stuff like that. But my word, what a week. What a week I had. Welcome in, everyone. Reese, thank you so much for the follow. Also, shout out to other followers today on Twitch. Freeland, TJ Prez, Spark Im, The Wolf, House Cat, JD Ain't Free. Thank you for everyone who followed when I was offline. Really appreciate you all. My word. Harry, welcome in on YouTube. Mystery, I hope you're good. I keep saying mystery. Oh, you're just going to have to deal with Mystery, Mr. J. Welcome in. F on TikTok. JCB Dave, I hope you're all well, guys. Hope I'm coming across loud and clear. Because, oh my word, have I had a couple of days. So, yeah, so obviously, I think it was Tuesday, Dylan had his emergency dentist stuff. So that wasn't cheap. Wednesday, the dog was in the vets. Monday, was it Monday my computer overheated, basically ruined itself, so I ordered a load of stuff for that. Friday I was off work with a flare, which, let's be honest, that's not a surprise, right? I've been stressed to the freaking max, absolutely stressed to the max. And then, well, I don't know where to start, right? I was supposed to be building my computer, I've lost track now, Saturday. Curry sent me an open box motherboard. No security seal on it. Nothing. There's no way I was going to spend hours putting that into my computer knowing that somebody else had a poke around on it. Like, literally, the DPD guy handed it to me uncovered. Like, it was in its original box. He's like, oh, have fun with that. And I'm thinking, why is it's like a £400 bloody motherboard and it is completely unwrapped, uncovered, and no security seal on it, Dave. Genuinely, right? Like anyone could, the driver could have just opened the box. And then when I opened it, the bag was also open. And I thought, absolutely not. That's like, if that was like a 50 quid like emergency replacement, right? But not, because I've used it as an opportunity to upgrade, because I hadn't spent any money on my computer in 4 years. So thank goodness for Scan Computers, like, and they got it here this morning. Literally ordered like 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon. It turned up at 10 o'clock this morning. But I cut my hands because obviously, you know, I've got arthritis and I ain't got great movement. I'm not exactly the most, I wouldn't make a surgeon, put it that way. Yeah, Scanner amazing, Dave. I should have used him first time around, but I was trying to use Curry's to do the whole, you know, paying it off over the next couple of months. So I ended up having to buy the bloody motherboard outright, buy the memory outright, and then I got the processor on the whole, you know, pay over the next couple of months sort of thing, because if not, it's just extortionately expensive. But yeah, basically I couldn't get the motherboard. I was just gonna do a like-for-like replacement of the motherboard, and then when I couldn't get it, I thought, you know what, you spend like $1,000 a year on your car in service and bits and pieces, right? And it sits in the driveway. I work from home. This thing is on 40, 50, 60 hours a week, and I don't like spend any money. I begrudge spending money on it, and I don't get why. Over 1,000 likes on TikTok already. Cheers, JCB Dave. Thank you for letting me know, mate. Appreciate that. Cheers, guys. I don't know why I begrudge spending money on my computer when I use 8 to 10 days hours during the day. Then I stream 16 to 20 hours a week. Like, it literally is the most used item in my house. And I begrudge spending money on it. But yeah, I haven't built a computer since I was like a teenager, and obviously things have changed. So I got new cooler, new fans because it was overheating, new cooler, new fans, new memory motherboard because I may have damaged my motherboard. This is what originally happened. I should probably add, this is on Discord, but I might as well just be open. I was originally adding the cooling system because it was overheating, and I may have accidentally started screwing the coolant, the cooler into the motherboard and not into the screw hole, and put the tiniest little hole in the circuit board, but it was enough to kill it. So the computer everything would turn on, but nothing would post. And then, yeah, about £1,000 later, Jesus Christ, what a week. And then this morning, I'm fitting everything, and I don't know if someone else must have done this. Someone else must have done this. When you remove the back plate from a case, because your motherboard has a different one, right? So I've got a motherboard now with lots of ports. So I removed the metal, what's it like, cover, right? Which has got the USB slots and things like that. And it is like a freaking knife. And I got lazy and I went to pull it out by putting my finger in one of the ports and pulling it through. And yeah, I'll put a massive gash in my finger. So, what a freaking disaster. Like, what a disaster. Yeah, it's been an absolute nightmare. But there we go. I must admit, though, there were moments where I enjoyed doing it. I had a couple of panics. There was one where everything turned on and the processor was dead, and I realised I hadn't plugged the power in for the processor. And then, obviously, everything thinks it's a new computer, right? Because it's a new motherboard and everything. Different hardware addresses. I've had to sign into everything. I've had to remap my camera, my mic, my mixer, my music channels, everything. So the fact that you guys can see and hear me is amazing because nothing worked. But yeah, because obviously, as far as like Microsoft was trying to accuse that someone had took my hard drive and chucked it in another machine, I was like, no, just got a new motherboard. But there we go. There we go. Right, let me get caught up on chat. Well, welcome in, Joe. Thank you for getting involved in chat on YouTube, mate. Really appreciate it. Jamie, thank you for the heart. I've got no plans for tonight, guys. Obviously, I've missed the whole Highlands fishing thing like that. In that typical that my computer decides to blow a gasket right when everyone comes back to the game. But there we go. Let's jump in the game. Like I say, I haven't given it any thought. I've got no idea what I'm bloody doing tonight. Not a clue. But we'll make it up as we go along, right? 585 hours, guys. We've got some money, but that's because we're trying to get another breeding barn for Highland cattle. We have got some money, at least. And look at that bloody Borat song comes on right as we start. What's this? No initial shaking when I go into the map. I'll accept that. I've also moved my computer off the floor and the carpet and put it on a desk, so I can now see at all times what the temperature is, which is quite reassuring. Did you use a checklist to build your system? No, mate. Absolutely winged it. What I do, and it's not very technical, I get masking tape. And I tape the cables as I'm taking them off the board and write on the masking tape what they are. How are we all? November the 9th and 12 degrees. Oh, don't, JCB Dave. A couple of days ago, I was walking the dog and it was 17 degrees. I'm going to look like such a tool drinking my tea with my friggin' bandaged finger out. It isn't an exaggeration either. My wife did this. She's a nurse, so if she put that much padding on it, it tells you that, you know, it wasn't a small cut. Scan you, thank you for the follow. David, thank you for the heart. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in, welcome in. My monitor, I've knocked that. Everything's in the wrong bloody place now. But yeah, Joe, I completely winged it, mate. That's what I do best. I wing streaming, I wing building computers, I wing being a parent. Right. Mate, everything. So I thought I'll jump on stream. I've not got a lot of energy, right? I started doing the rebuild at 11 AM and I finished at 4. Like, obviously I lost a little bit of time with first aid. But yeah, it really took a lot out of me, you know. Like, I'm not 100% healthy, so these things aren't 5-minute jobs for me. And yeah, I wasn't keen on streaming, but I want to get back on the horse after missing a couple of nights, and open up like OBS and stuff, and to find that it doesn't even recognize my camera because obviously it's using a different USB port and stuff. Yeah, not good. Sorry to hear you had a rough week, F. Welcome in, Santa. Thank you for the follow. Cian, is that Cian? Let me know if I try to pick out people's names, how they use names, so I don't always get it right. But thank you very much for the follow. But yeah, it's amazing that we're actually up and running, guys. It's amazing, really. What did we miss? 2 streams? Did we miss Tuesday night and Friday night? I'll take that. And we are back to streaming on all 3 platforms, guys. So like I say, it was a shit situation. I couldn't really afford, well, I can't afford it after my son had emergency dentist work. My dog was in the vet. He's got a knee problem that's going to cost a lot of money to manage over the years. And last thing I needed was to upgrade my PC. But when I accidentally damaged my motherboard whilst putting the new cooler in, I didn't see the point in going like for like. I thought, we got the issue with the whole, it struggles with TikTok and everything. Look at these bloody flowers popped up here, man. Jesus. We just leave this as wildflowers. It's not weeds, it's wildflowers. What are you on about? Yeah, so I thought I'll take the opportunity, right? Oh mate, I do have backups, don't worry about that. I work in IT. I wouldn't not have backups. I use OneDrive, I use file history. I've also got perfect backup running. I'm probably overkill on backups. Nigel, welcome in, mate. I hope you're well. Thank you for the heart. So this is a maiden voyage for the new setup. And literally, Dave, I literally put a screwdriver down at like 4 o'clock. And then, would you believe, pretty much 90% of my machine's been replaced. The only thing that hasn't been replaced is the power supply and the graphics card. Because freak me, am I paying graphics cards at the minute? I'll wait for the bubble to burst, and then Nvidia prices will be on the floor, and I'll get one then. But at the minute, I'm not paying them prices for a new graphics card. Absolutely not. So so they're the only 2 things that haven't been replaced. I'm putting the covers back on my case. So I love my case. I've got a Be Quiet, like silent insulated case, which probably didn't help the overheating issue before. And the springs, there's some springs in the top unit where the sides, to let you quick release the sides, they decided to fail on me. So I had to retrofit that to try and get my sides to click back in. So, yeah, my word. Yeah, I know, you couldn't make it up, Dave. And I could have cried, right? The thought of, like, having to like, take everything out and put it into a new case. Because by that point, I was done, right? I was done. That wouldn't have happened. I'd have just quit gaming for a couple of weeks. But I did a test before I come on. I opened up Battlefield, because you might remember when I was running Battlefield 6, my processor was getting to 95 degrees. And it doesn't go above 70 now, so we're all good. We're all good. Look at me turning into some sort of proper streamer doing a tour whilst I'm chatting away. Like, Joel, there was a time where I'd literally just have static image on the screen. Look at me go. Look at me go. Welcome in, MRD. It turned out to be a lot longer job. I ended up upgrading my motherboard, RAM, and my processor at the same time. Because I may have damaged my motherboard when I fitted the cooler originally, so I used it as an opportunity to upgrade. Didn't want to do it. It's the worst time of year to do it. But it's done now. So you're going to be seeing a lot more of me, guys, because basically I'm going to have to stream for about 18 months to pay it off. so buckle up and settle in. But I hope you're all well, guys. I hope you're all well. Right. Let's see if we got enough of that breeding barn now. Oh, God, it's going to be painful using a keyboard. So we've got loads of space for cows here, but we're going to probably put the breeding barn. Where is she? What's this? There's a new Highlands one. Is this a new Highlands one? I didn't know they were adding buildings. Oh, look how shitted up that is. That's right up my street. You gotta love a bit of bloody Scottish. Like, it looks miserable, it looks cold, it looks dire. I didn't know they were adding new buildings. I love it. I literally feel like I'm in Wick or something now, just looking at that. Alright. I think we'll go for this then, guys. If it's fitting for Highland cattle, innit? Like that, you can smell it from here. You can absolutely smell it from here, look. Like, I'm getting a whiff of battered Mars bars. All the people who are watching outside of the UK on this stream are not going to have a clue what I'm on about, but there we go. Right. Let's get on with it. Yeah, I like this. You know I like this stuff, right? I like the shitted up stuff. That's how I like my guitars. I was going to make a joke and say that's how I like my women, but I'm pretty sure my wife was watching this early on in the stream. She tends to disappear later. Making them jokes before, like, the first hour is normally quite dangerous. But yeah, I like things shitted up. That's my style. Full of asbestos, proper shit. It is as well, isn't it? I feel like coughing just looking at it. Right, where are the where are the points on it? Full of asbestos. Like lung disease in the shed. I love haggis, Paul. I bloody love haggis. I know it's not for everyone, but I do like haggis. I don't get it very often because that's probably too peppery for my son to eat, and my wife's a vegetarian, so she'll cook anything for me, but asking her to cook some sheep guts might Welcome in, sheep. I hope you're good. Nah, the asbestos will be fine as long as no one touches it. Just don't break it off. Right. Where's the hit points on this? Hit points. I don't know what they're called. Hit boxes. Right. So you feed there. Look at the state of this thing. It's brilliant. Animals there. How do I TMR? I just pull up in front of it, I suppose. All right. We'll go with this. We'll have a little tinkle with this. Sorry about the keyboard. It's going to be all over the place because I'm one finger down. I'm one digit down. Damn right, I'll customise it. Please say I got enough money. Oh, I got loads of money. Proper Cayman now. Proper Cayman me. Hey, mate, nice to see you. Welcome in, TJE, mate, sorry, missed a few streams. Had some technical issues, but we're all upgraded and clean now. I obviously pre-read Finn Fisher's message there to say the word clean, because I don't know why I said it at the time, but Finn Fisher's put, lovely clean shed you got there, yep. Dun, 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 dun. Santa, I've already said hello to you, mate. I've already said hello to you. I don't know why you're spamming chat with hi. You gotta clean your old lug holes out. Take that bloody red hat off your head. Right, let's... How should we map this out? Because I don't want to make the mistake we made with the dairy and we didn't really get enough. I want to leave room, though, to go down here just in case we need to for anything. Or do we do them side? Nah, let's do them side to side. Screw it. Screw it. Right. Dun-dun-dun. Dun, dun. It costs so much money, the old custom pastures. Once you start whacking these bad boys in, you don't half get an old cost go up. Hang on. Was there a fence already there? Oh, he's there, is he? Cowman. Proper cowman. Now look. Look at us go. I bet that manure isn't close enough. We're probably going to have to put a little manure. That's why I left a bit of a gap. Right, let's see. Look at us go. Look, we've got our old Anguses over here. Na 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 na. And then we've got a dairy herd here, and we're going to put our old Highlands in here. I want to do a bit of landscaping here because I want this to be concrete at the side of the road, because where I am, you have barns like this at the side of the road. You normally have like a muck heap or something across the road. When I used to ride motorbikes, it used to be a nightmare. You turn a corner and you're just surrounded by a river of cow shit that you had to try and stay upright on. Welcome in, Dev. How's it going, mate? Great to see so many back, guys. Cheers for putting up with me whilst I had a bit of a break. We're all up and running. New shiny computer innards. Unlike this shed. Where do they come out? Oh, they come out there. This seems like backwards. Feels like I put this in backwards, but it's just like the one you see. We got anyone from Norfolk in? It's like the old barn you see when you take that road from... Sorry, road. Straight away. As soon as I said Norfolk, I start going bloody Norfolk. When you take that road from the old new... Well, it used to be Hemphill Crossroads. There's a roundabout there now. And you cut through to Wyndham. Welcome in, John. Welcome in, Death Row. Yeah. Welcome in, Geordie. How's it going, mate? So, I want to see if we come out here. Let's see how many cows that's going to hold, because we're learning a little bit. Because I'm new. I'm a new cowman. So that's our dairy herd. About ready to reproduce. Lovely old job. How many will this hold? Oh, it doesn't tell us on this bloody screen, does it? Come on, Giant, you're killing me. So we can get 143 in our Angus breeding barn. 87 in our dairy herd, but that'll be fine. We don't want too much milk. 101, there we go. I want it to be 3 figures, so we can get 101 Highlands. Right. We got a little bit of money left, so let's get the cows in, then we can do a little bit of landscaping. Which would be nice. I'm imagining, actually, though, we need to... I was meant to look to see if we got enough for manure there. No manure heap nearby, that's what I thought. Let's move our old TMR wagon out of the way. There she be. Welcome in, LJC. How's it going? Oh, my hands are ruined, guys, after doing that bloody build today. You don't laugh. I've got a bloody buggered hands as it is, right? All that screwing. Oh, warmed up nicely, you know. I was sitting in a chair downstairs with some chocolates on my lap, and I was ready to fall asleep. I thought, I ain't going to be able to bloody stream tonight, and my missus encouraged me to. I think she liked me being out of the way. There's any extensions in it? Manure heap? Or is it there? What? Oh, we got a new manure heap! Hang on, we got a new bunker as well. Look at this. This is shitted up to the max. I tell you, they got nothing new in Scotland. Look at this. Ain't I heard of paint? I'm loving this. I'm loving this. Oh, yeah, Mark, I was proper proud of myself today. Because I was trying to save money, right, by doing the whole build myself. Ended up being a bit of a disaster in places, but got there in. Look at this. Covered. Oh, yes, giants. You know me so well. I had no idea I was going to be able to put a new manure heap in. I still hate that you can only do certain angles over these. It really gets on my wick. Where's the... It's at the front. Okay, so we could do... I hate that you, like, if I turn off... Snapping is already off. Free mode on. You still can't do it. Like, I hate that. It really bugs me. I think you can only get certain angles with the old manure heaps. We can put it there, though. Look, that looked quite nice. I know it means I can't access the headland, but I'm not going to need to. Welcome in, B. Look at this. Lovely old job. I do hate I can't change the angle. I will keep moaning about that. I don't know why it needs to snap purple. There's so many things in the game that doesn't. Why does the manure heaps have to do that? Because you end up with these really crappy designs, look. Like that one there. Doesn't make sense. This one here was the best I could do. They kind of look like they're just an afterthought, and I don't want them to be an afterthought. Nothing about my farm is supposed to look like an afterthought. It's all supposed to be meticulously planned. There we go. Let's chuck her there. I just don't like the angle I would get stuck with, but there we go. Right. Where's my old concrete? I want this to be concrete, because there wouldn't be a verge, right? Oh, come on. Have a day off, mate. Just go round. I'm barely on the road. There's now an old UK telephone box in decorations. Lovely. Complete with little business cards of... you know what I'm getting at. You don't need me to complete the line. You know what I'm getting at. If it ain't full of people's books that no one want, they're full of business cards. If you want a good time, apparently. I've never seen anyone Amazon review it. Had an awesome time with Linda. Highly recommend. I'm sorry, come on, Joel, sort yourself out. Oh, well, this is working at least. I was worried about how late everything was tonight, that it would be a bit of a slog, but everything's working. Lovely old job. I don't know why it's done that. Who knows why it's done that, but never mind, we'll go with it. That'll do for her. This would be muddy, wouldn't it? This would be absolutely shitted up. I'll have to have a think. We can do something creative in there. We can do something creative in there. I better stop landscaping now, because if not, I'm not going to be able to afford the cattle. How's everyone's weekends then? Anyway, guys, I ain't arsed a lot. I've been yapping on about myself. I quite like these weeds. Oh, I've got a that's a reminder, actually, guys. We've got some field work to do. I think we've got some rolling to do. Oh, no. Really? We got beet to harvest? Oh, we got beetroot to harvest. We got weeds to spray. We got beetroot to harvest. We got rolling to do. What's the time? Okay, it's 10 o'clock. Don't panic, Joel. Don't panic, man. It's 10 o'clock in the morning and we've got about 2 months worth of work to do. Oh, dear. Don't know what to say about that, B, mate. Who knows, Alan? Who knows? Does anyone still... Do you reckon, when do you reckon the last baby that was born in the UK was called Linda? Probably the same time the last boy was called Neil. Anyone met a baby called Neil? Because I haven't. Never met a baby called Neil. I can't wait for the day. Hey, Joel, look at Joel hold the baby. Yeah, sure. What'd you name it in the end? Neil. I'm still waking up and drinking coffee. No worries. Is there Neil about... Oh, I must admit, I'm out of touch with Gavin and Stacey. I never even watched the Christmas special. Welcome in, Dainsy. How's it going, mate? How's it going? Right, let's get some cattle bought. We're not going to go collect them. We're just going to get them bought. Where's our old Angus's? Not Angus's, Highland cattle. Are we going to go with babes? Look at them little fluffy nuisances. How many can we get if we go with babes? Oh, yeah, we can fill the barn with babe. Oh, no, but it's a breeding barn, isn't it? The whole point is we're supposed to be bloody breeding them. Do we really want to fill it with babies? Do we really want to fill it with babies? Because I feel like it's a breeding barn, Joel. Christ, we could fill... No, we couldn't fill it with adults. I don't feel like we should be filling it with babies as a breeding barn. We should be making our own, right? Let's spend 50k on them. Let's drop 50,000 notes on them. There we go, 21. That'll give us something to get started. No, nobody named Alan after 1990 Shirley. Who knows? Shirley, there's another one. Welcome in, mate. How's it going, Grumpy? All right? Let's get 21 of these. Our first Highland cattle. There we go. Look at her. Look at the fluffy sods. Have your bloody eye out. I don't trust that one. Right. Let's get them fed. Let's get them bedded. It's the first time I've done anything with the Highlands. I didn't even have it installed on the last stream, Grumpy. I had no idea you were going to get all these Scottish buildings, though, because obviously I like the whole UK feel, and I don't like all the shiny new looking stuff. So, this is right up my street. I just realised it's the game audio coming through. 2 seconds, guys. Let me just kill the music. It's not. We've got no game audio. Let me fix that. So if anyone weren't here earlier, I've basically rebuilt my entire PC, everything bar the PSU and the graphics card today. So a lot of things in OBS having to be remapped. What's going on here? What's going on here, OBS? Why do you not want to... Unless that's my mixer. Hang on. Could be the mixer. Outputs. Router. I don't think it's turned off in the game. Oh, I can hear the game. It's just you guys can't. I can hear the game. You guys can't. It's going to be my mixer. What's going on with you, piece of shit? Okay. I might have to have a look at this offline, guys. I don't know why the game isn't coming through. That's going to be because I replaced the motherboard. That's what's caused all the other issues today. Joe, you can hear the game. You can hear the game. Because I'm not seeing it on the mixer at all. So hang on. If I get out beside this. Is it running? You guys can hear the game because it's not coming out. I have a dedicated... Yeah, you should just be hearing music. JCB Dave says they can hear the game clicks. People on Twitch are saying no game. Thank you, Harry, mate. Because in my book, you shouldn't be able to hear... You should be hearing the... mind you, my mixer's telling me it's 10 to midnight, so clearly that's had an update or something. But yeah, I have a dedicated channel for the game, so I can turn the game down when there's rain and stuff like that, turn it up when there's quiet bits. But you shouldn't be able to hear any of the game because the channel's got nothing coming out on it. And I don't know why. I'll try and fix it on the fly, but I'm going to waste too much time. Guys, can you still... There we go. You can hear me now? There we go. I don't know. I don't know why it's doing that. Welcome in, Ryan. How's it going, mate? Miles, thank you for the gifts. Welcome in, fella. I hope you're well. JCB Dave said they could hear game clicks. You must be imagining it, mate, 'cause there's nothing coming out. There's nothing coming out. Hang on, what about this? I got an idea. It should be on a separate channel. I think he's accidentally chucked them on the same channel. Hold up, guys. Hold up. Hold bloody up. I shouldn't do this on the fly. It's bloody dangerous. It's bloody dangerous trying to do this on the fly. What am I thinking? Welcome in, I'm Jacko. Hope you're good. Why are you piece of shit? Why aren't you? Again. I haven't touched you, apart from I changed the computer, that's it. I literally just... I changed the motherboard and it's now decided the game audio channel is just not doing nothing. It's a great way to stay in shape. Well, that's bloody annoying, but there we go. That's annoying. Ben and Jerry's half-baked. Joel on TikTok and playing FS25. That sounds like a good that sounds like an awesome threesome to me, mate. Sounds like an awesome threesome. God, I've got some stuff to do in October, guys. I've got to do spraying. I've got to do rolling. I've got beetroot harvest. I've got new cows to get settled in. I'm overwhelmed. My bloody game audio ain't coming through. You know what? I'm going to try a bloody roll and reset. I'm going to pull it. I'm going to power put. I'm just the sort of guy I am. Don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I'm like a serial warrior, but I don't care on streams that much. Right, I'm going to power pull it. 2 seconds. I do not know why. The game audio is not going to annoy the crap out of me. Can I just tell you that for free? It's going to annoy the crap out of me. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, you piece of crap. Rolling and Spraying sounds like a great band name. Do you reckon? Do you reckon? Oh, it's annoying me. It's annoying me. I don't know why I stopped working. Could try coming out of the game, but I don't want to really. There ain't gonna be nothing in here. Where even is audio in here? Shows how often I look. Sound, there we go, look. That should be on. Nope, it's not the game. It's my mixer. Sorry, guys. We'll worry about it later. He says whilst he continues to worry about it and try and fix it on the fly. I watched that documentary, Miles. That was good, mate. That was good. If you see me keep looking down here, that's me basically snarling at my mixer, trying to work out why it stopped playing the game audio for you. Welcome in, Lizard. Hope you're well. When Dylan was a 1 and 2 year old, I used to, during his afternoon naps, I used to make up. Don't ask me why. I used to make up fictional punk rock album covers that were inspired by him, and I got loads of them, just like, you know, him as a toddler with a cigarette hanging out of his mouth. I used to just get bored and do them on my phone. I think one album was called No Time for Naps. What was the other one? Something about tantrums. It's weird how them early days of being a parent drive you a little bit crazy, right? Definitely did me anyway. Or just, what are you doing here? There you go. Oh, I'm so tired from doing the whole PC build today. My brain cannot work out why I can't fix my audio. Why you can't hear the game. Like, it's annoying, right? Because I know the answer. I know the answer and my brain just can't arrive there on its own. It literally just can't arrive there on its own. So we got music on this one. So if I turn that down, the music goes. The game should be on this other slider and it's not there. And I don't know why. Oh, it's going to piss me off something rotten. It's going to piss me off something rotten. Ryan, I had my mixer unplugged like all week since the issue earlier on in the week. It's been sat at the side. I've plugged it back in. I think it's like midnight. So I think I've just lost my settings a little bit. Annoys me. Annoys me. Let me just check something. I can't rest. This is the problem. I can't. Audio is like really. Audio is more important to me than video, right? And it just. Oh, it's a firmware update. This is like, who streams? We're currently going out to like 100 people. Who streams and updates the firmware of their audio mixer whilst they're live? Joel does. Joel does. If you see my lips moving. You want to download firmware? Yeah, I'll download firmware. Who gives a shit? That's fine. Welcome inside. Hope you're good, mate. What's everything he does, mate? Life. What a week I've had. Dylan's had emergency dentistry. Dog's gone to the vets and found he's got a long-term health thing we've got to manage. I ended up having to upgrade half of my PC. Lobbed off the end of my finger doing it so as well. Thank you for the heart, Joyce. Hope you're well, mate. Hope you're well. Guys, if I go quiet for a couple of seconds or the music drops out for a couple of seconds, I'm just doing some upgrades on my mixer. As you do when you're live and playing Farm Sim. Don't worry about it. What applications you going to close? Okay. Don't do a reboot. Could you imagine? Welcome in, Chargy. I know somebody plays Tarkov and updated their keyboard while loading it around. I love that. I can't tell you, Dave, how many years it's taken me to get to this point. Like, Cy will remember when I'd have a technical issue and there'd literally be sweat running off the end of my nose. Now I'm just like, who died? No one, right? Like, literally, if I have to go off and come back again. So for me, it's nice for me to be that relaxed doing this because I never was that relaxed. If the sound drops for a second, guys, I'm just updating the firmware on my mixer. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You used to glisten on stream during those, which I know, Matt. I think that's why you stopped watching regularly. You don't get to see that version of me. Right, I'm now updating the firmware on the mixer. There's no way we're not going to drop at some point. Old Joel would have had a meltdown, I know. And that's when I'd come out of the bathroom covered in piss. I think we're back. We're back. Hello, guys. Welcome back. There we go. We're rocking and rolling now. Quite enjoyed that little time on my own. Right, let's see if we can get anything working. Who does the firmware update? That took a lot longer than I was expecting. A lot longer. Right, that should give you... Hang on. Let's see if we can get you some music. Right, you should have some music coming through now. I don't think we've fixed the game issue, but don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. There we go. I forgot it was on 100 volume. How many people joined us whilst that was going on and had their phones turned up to max? Oh dear. So yeah, I still haven't worked out why we're not getting the game. It's going to be my routing. So what you do is you send things to virtual channels, right? So I send my mic to one virtual channel and slider and the background music to another. For whatever reason, it's forgotten where my where I want the game audio to go. I'll have to just look at that at some point. That's just going to give you an echo of the music. Let's get rid of that. I don't know. I don't know, guys. Game volume is working. Dave, you said last time you could hear the game, and you were the only person. Can you hear this truck? What if I do this, guys? What if I do... You can hear that truck. Hang on, let me turn the audio of the game, the music down. Because I can't hear that. I think it's coming through the same channel. I think what's happening is the audio, the game audio and the background, yeah, the game audio and the background music is coming through the same channel, but they should be separate, right? Let's work out what's going on there. Mother trucker. Mother trucker. Yeah, exactly, Joyce. It's coming through the same channel. So if I kill the music, there's no game audio. They're coming through the same channel rather than separate. I like having them on separate, because then if there's a loud song, I can turn it down. If something in the game is loud or quiet, I can adjust it separately. But they're coming through the same pissing channel. Now we know what's going on. Bastard. Bastard. Oh, it's going to annoy me. Took me forever to set that up. Took me forever to set that up. Let me try and do it in the app. I can't believe how many of you are still watching this. Right, let's try and fix this. Sorry, guys, but audio, when audio isn't right, it bothers me more than anything. I would happily do a cameraless stream if I had to, but when audio isn't right, it really annoys me. Right, let's have a look. Right. There might be some weird stuff go on. Drag and drop input sources from the section below to the channel strips above. Oh, I don't know. I don't think I can do this on the fly, but there we go. We love a fresh rebuild and technical difficulty. On the plus side, I'm not getting cooked alive in my own office for once, which is quite a nice, quite a novel thing. rooting? Main mix. Yeah, I have no idea. I've no idea what you're doing. You're a piece of poo. Oh, you annoy me. Mark, come in, Mark. For whatever reason, my game audio and background music is coming through the same channel, which they're normally separated. I can't work out why, but there we go. There we go. I have the Rodecaster Duo, mate. Rob, I have the Rodecaster Duo. Spent forever setting it up, and then obviously it's changed. I don't think I can do it on the fly. That's the output. I know it'll be the it'll be something to do with the routing, but for whatever reason I can't separate it at the minute whilst live. I think what's happening is my mic is coming out on the same channel at my let me just try this muted. Yeah, I think my mic is coming out on the channel that would be where I'd put the game audio. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Oh well. We'll crack on. Should we just crack on? It's just going to annoy me more than it's going to annoy you. It's going to annoy me more than it's going to annoy you. I can hit pause on the music, John, but it doesn't achieve anything, mate. I'm trying to separate the audio where they go out on, what channels they go out on. Pause on the music doesn't achieve anything other than tell us what we already know, right? So if I pause the music, you'll hear the game. That doesn't change anything. Right, we'll carry on. Sod it. I'll fix it tomorrow.
Entirely coerced.
Right. The music is louder than me. Okay, I know what I'd have done for that.
Erotic heat completely consumes me. Forbidding desire, the strongest sin. I need to give in to my body's belief.
There we go. Guys, is that a bit better? Is that a bit better?
Chills down my spine, driving me into burning temptation. A need for a The sweet seduction is haunting my dreams.
Right, okay, let's go. Let's crack on. I'm learning about the joys of streaming and how you configure audio. I appreciate the lesson. Well, it's a lesson of how not to do it at the minute, mate. But yeah, in an ideal world, my mic goes on one channel, my background music is on another one, and the game audio is on another. And then that way, if we get a loud song, I can turn it down. If we get a quiet one, I can turn it up. If there's rain in the game, that can be quite deafening sometimes. So that allows us to do that. Yeah, John, appreciate if you prefer the game audio, mate, but for us, the channel is very much about the vibe, and the background music will always be the priority, because it's about creating that place where people can have it on in the background and switch off. School buses sounding their horn at me isn't as relaxing as the music. Oh, we're empty. Sorry, I was miles away then. Right, let's get some TMR sorted. Get some TMR. Is your audio mixer a part of OBS? Well, I use OBS to stream, Joe, and then so I have separate channels. I technically have 2 channels in OBS, so I bundle in the game and the so it could have been an update with OBS. I bundle in the game and the background music on one channel, but then I have sliders to separate the two physically, if that makes sense. Right, let's go. Let's go. Right. If you're getting more game noise than music, John, then something is very much broken, because I can hardly hear the game. And I should be hearing what, like, the final broadcast mix through my earphones. Some people just have their microphone, right, come through their headphones. I don't. I like hearing what you guys hear. And I can't hear the game at all, really, through my headphones. So, there's obviously something needs fixing. I'll fix it all tomorrow, guys. It's been a long couple of days. Spent the entire bloody weekend messing around with computers. I literally only opened up OBS at 7 o'clock to see what was broken and what worked and what didn't work. And I must admit, I didn't spot the game audio one. Had to remap my mic, had to remap my camera, because obviously it's technically all on brand new USB ports, motherboard. It basically thinks I'm using a different computer, right, when I'm not. But I thought you wanted to hear more game noise, not music. Yeah, but I can't fix it. I tried fixing it on the fly. I'll have to wait now. I'll have to wait now. Like I say, for our channel, the priority is the music, probably. So, we've streamed before with no game audio, like, at all. Liam, thank you for the follow. I hope you're well. Need to get some more hay in here, look. All the cows. Oh well, it was a bit of fun, wasn't it, messing around with that. I like keeping it, mixing up a bit. We play the same game every single stream, so we've got to inject a little bit of drama where we can. Yeah, the only reason, Joe, I don't want to change any game settings, mate, because come tomorrow I'd have fixed the issue and have them on their separate sliders, right? So if I start changing game audio settings, then I've got to remember to undo all of that tomorrow. And really, at the minute, the only issue I've got is a mixer setup issue, which I'll be able to get to the bottom of tomorrow when I haven't got the pressure of loads of people watching. But if I start making loads of changes on the fly, I won't remember what I've got to undo. I end up with more of a headache. I learnt that the hard way. Oh, by the way, guys, we reached 800 subs on YouTube over the last couple of days. So thank you for all the people who seem to pick up like 50 subs over the last couple of days, considering I haven't really released anything. Appreciate that, guys. Right, so we now got Angus and Highland cattle beef stock, guys, and we've got our Holsteins for our dairy. I must admit, we must be getting full on the old milk. I couldn't remember the last time we checked their milk. To be fair, we only rehomed them recently, didn't we? 17,000 litres. Right, they're done. We just need some straw now. We'll drop the dregs off in here. Do I miss you getting Highlands? I literally done at the start of this stream, Miles, mate. We put the barn down and we got the cattle at the start of this stream. I've been saying I was going to do it for the last 2 streams, so I thought I'd better crack on with it while I got the money in the bank. Welcome in, Bert. How's it going, mate? How's it going? It'll be on YouTube after the stream ends, mate, if you want to go back and watch the beginning. Pretty much run an animal sanctuary now. Yeah, except all of our animals are getting sold for meat. Not much of a sanctuary. The Holsteins are safe, I suppose, and the goats. I normally get this mixed up and ready, but we can leave him here. Leave him there. We need to do some straw blowing. Where are we? Here we go. No black Labrador instead of our golden retriever. Brilliant. Yeah, but it's been a long couple of weeks, mate, but glad to be back on stream anyway. Even though we have got a few kinks to iron out. It was never going to be perfect tonight. Changed 90% of my PC and only finished at 4 o'clock today, so it was never going to be perfect tonight. So since doing that firmware update, my audio mixer now thinks it's the 30th of April 2021 and it's 4 o'clock in the morning. So to be fair, I should be grateful the thing works at all, right? There's me moaning about not being able to separate audio and music channels. The fact it's gone back in time, I should probably be grateful. Put my Sharpie away now. I don't think I need that anymore. Steve did drop a message on the mods channel on Discord not that long ago, but no, not seen him in the lives. I tend not to chase people though, because people got stuff going on, right? I don't want anyone to think I expect them coming in. Nice purple, nice. I'm going to really try my hardest not to get distracted by that bloody tech issue. You know, that stuff, it just grates on me. I'm the sort of person, I won't be able to leave it tonight. I'll finish at 11. By the time I put stuff up on YouTube and stuff, it'll be like getting on for midnight. And I won't be able to leave it. I don't know why. Never have been able to, that stuff. Why do I forget to extend it? Why do I not extend it? The amount of times I do that. Oh, for fuck. Just leave it, Joe. Get my swan neck and it away. I've always used the forks, Miles, because it means I can use them for everything. I've not tried a bale attachment, to be fair. That's because this used to do all my pallet motions. Don't know if that's the right word. But obviously, I've got a warehouse now, so to be fair, I probably could try bale forks on it. Let me just check I don't actually own any. I don't think I do. Oh Christ, I've no idea what I'm looking for. Something cheap. Pallet fork. Oh, 10 winkle. We could give it a go. We could give it a go. Welcome in, Liam. What mod is the bale storage warehouse? That's the straw harvest pack, mate. It was a free DLC. Could give it a go, Miles. That's something new for me to try and get angry over, innit? Oh, wrapped bale handler. Didn't know that was a thing. That feels like something I should have. Now I've got my old silage bales. Done it. Manure fork. I didn't even realise all these things were a thing. Bale handler. Why have I not tried these things? I've only ever had the log fork and the pallet fork and the bucket. Let's try the old bale handler. Any advice on how to keep a high stock of straw for cows? I just plant barley and wheat, mate. If there's anything in the straw harvest pack, I think it'd be here, Miles. Here, there's this one. Oh, yes, I remember this when it come out. But that's squares. It does square bales. It doesn't do round ones. I'm sure it only does square bales, doesn't it? Yeah, it says here, look. Square bales. What's this thing? Hang on, what's this? Square bales again. The bloody straw harvest pack clearly only likes square bales. I can't see that this bale fork is going to make it any easier than the pallet forks, to be honest. Just carry on. Just carry on, plodding on. Making mistakes, winding people up with my incompetence. Welcome in, Ryan. How's it going? All right, Liam. We're fairly relaxed here, mate. We don't worry about what the technicalities are in real life. Right, so we'll get these into the new breeding barn, and that should be them sorted. Welcome in, Thrift. How's it going, mate? Freaking hundreds MK. Like, it's massive, mate. Absolutely hundreds, if not thousands. Seems so weird. I love that you do this on the side of the road, because it is literally, let's say, where I live, you don't have anything you drive into. The cows all got their heads hanging out at the side of the road, and you just feed them from there, right? So I love that this does the same. I wish this come out before I bought something like that one. I love my breeding barn there. I wish there was the dairy equivalent. I haven't actually looked if there is. Have I tried the new DLC? I've got Highland cattle on screen right now, mate. You might not have seen that when you put your message, but that's as far as I got, really. Just Highland cattle. And a couple of the new, or one of the new buildings, maybe a couple more to come. They're going to take all of this, aren't they? Sam, I got a lot of interest in the robot feeding barns, mate, because I like doing the TMR and mixing it and that. I quite enjoy it in the game. So I don't have any real interest in that. It's not to say I won't at some point, but for right now, it doesn't really appeal. That's what I love about this game, right? You go through phases. When I first started this game, I hated cows. They terrified me. Didn't know what TMR was. Didn't know how to make silage. It felt like a long way off. And then as I've got comfortable with it, I do more and more cows now, and I've got rid of sheep, and the goats are only really there because they don't cause me any work. Well, we'll get a couple more, because if these cows don't want it, there'll be something else. We've got the pigs and the other cow barns that'll probably want the straw. Right. Yeah, I find goats really easy, Sammy. It's what I had at the start. You only have to feed them about once every 3 months, and they just produce a good supply of milk. So in the early days, cutting down wood and goats were kind of what got me through. I'm glad we've got all that barley and wheat in though, guys, because the amount of straw I now need for these cows, TMR and bed and etc. James, thank you for the follow, mate. I hope you're good. Fergal, if you got nothing positive to contribute, mate, just move along to the next stream and that might give you some airtime. We're a chill community here. We play this to switch off at the end of a long day. No interest in drama or nonsense. How you been anyway, Thrift? Guys, if you hear me talking to other people, a reminder that we stream on YouTube, Twitch and TikTok. So wherever you prefer to watch, you can check us out. Obviously, on 2 of those platforms, you get full screen. On TikTok, you don't. I figured out how to do grapes. I've not even looked at grapes yet because obviously, Purple, I'm only doing what my animals need at the minute. So I haven't really branched out, but we will at some point. At the minute, I'm just happy doing the whole having a reason to grow stuff only for animals sort of narrative. It keeps the save plodding along and doesn't get boring. And then when it does get boring, we've got lots of things we can try, right? Very tiny machines, yeah, I know. First time I saw a tractor for that. Same as orchid tractors are, aren't they, as well? Is it really, Dave? The fish food production process is so long. I've not even looked. Not even looked. Rover, that's the only one I've had, mate. I've never looked to see if there's others, to be fair. Like always with this game, that's a process of self-discovery, right? There might be better options, but I don't know until I find them. That's why I don't Google anything or watch videos on it and that sort of thing. Oh, are these full? No, you're coming the wrong way, child, you dipstick. I'm so used to going in there with the TMR. I went in the wrong side. The cough is nearly gone, guys, after what, about 3 weeks? Do you use AI work as much? Yes, Sam. So in a minute you'll see me using them because I've got spraying to do, I've got rolling to do. So I'll get AI work. I use them for field work, that's it. Really. Charlie, thank you for the follow. Guys, if I've missed anyone else, do let me know because my audio alerts are quiet as well. I've obviously got a few things to fix after the upgrades. Thank you so much for the follow, Charlie. Appreciate it, mate. Hope you're well. Hope you had a good weekend. Welcome in, Tom. Hell, I didn't realise he's needed so much still. Give him 2 trailer loads. Raph, thank you so much for the gifts. Appreciate you, mate. Thank you so much. Hope you're well. Hope you're well. Oh, F, I was very happy to see this barn. You know, like I say, if you've been watching this series long enough, you know I go out of my way to landscape stuff so it looks like it's been there a while. So to see this barn made my day. I wasn't expecting that today. We were going to get Highland cattle today, but I didn't know this barn was available now. Welcome in, Farmer T, mate. I hope you're well. Sorry I missed your message earlier, mate. Yeah, thanks again, Raph. Appreciate the gifts, mate, on TikTok. They look bloody snuggly in there now, don't they? They must be nearly full, man. It took about 4 bloody bales. Straw. Yeah, they're near as damn it. That'll do them. That'll do you. Get on with it. Make babies. Right, we've got a ton of field work to do. Yeah, Highland cows are just an easy win for giants as well, aren't they? They're always going to be popular. Floofy cows. Floofy cows. Whoop. Sorry, guys. I was looking at something on my other screen. Sorry, goats. I'm sorry, goats. Not at the minute, Luke. I do have steering wheel. I do have farm stick, etc. But at the minute I'm using Xbox controller because I've got a bit of a dud shoulder at the minute. So it's just easier for me to plant my elbows for 4 hours and play on a controller. When you're streaming this like 16 hours a week minimum, that's a lot of spinning of your left arm on a steering wheel one-handed. And it kind of ended up biting me in the ass. Right. What we got? Field work. That's what we've got to do, Joel. Let's get some spraying done. I've gone past it, ain't I? It's in this little shed here. Forgot that. It's the first time I noticed stuttering with the autosave. We got that set every 15 minutes. I normally notice it every time. That's the first time I noticed. To be fair, I've been probably too busy messing about my bloody audio mixer to notice. Right, where's the first one we've got to go to? All the weeds. All the weeds everywhere. Basically just spray the whole map, Joel. Right, AI, you can do this while I sort out the roller. I think we only planted last month, didn't we, guys? So I should be able to roll. I think it was only last month. I think it was only last month. Yeah, it was. It was September we planted all the wheat and barley because we had seed gate. Definitely was. Need a crop duster plane. Funnily enough, Purple, you don't get many of them in the UK. And I'm planning on a US map. Obviously, I try to build, like, I get inspiration from the whole British thing. But, yeah, funnily enough, we don't have many crop dusters flying around our little tiny fields. Welcome in, Magic. How's it going? Thank you very much for the heart. I'll tell you what, guys, I actually feel chilly in here in a t-shirt for once. I'm normally getting absolutely cooked alive by my PC. But I'm actually a bit chilly. Nice change. Not to mention, if I ain't running my piss and aircon unit, I'm not basically just throwing money out of my window. Every little helps. We can probably go in rolling after him. He's getting through that pretty quick. We'll try and get a bit of a rolling thing going, no pun intended, where we're seed, roll. Welcome in, Kiv, mate. Great to see you back. Yeah, going well, thank you. Going well. I've got my audio's annoying me. You're not really going to notice it, but I've got to fix some things on my audio. 'Cause basically, with the new motherboard, everything thinks I'm on a different computer. And yeah, so some of my audio router needs fixing, so that's a job for tomorrow lunch break. But apart from that, all good, mate. Welcome in, Saviour. Hope you're good. Thank you for joining our fledgling YouTube community. We've been going live on TikTok and Twitch all year, but well, actually, TikTok was only the summer. I've been going live on Twitch since 2021, but YouTube's only been the last couple of weeks, so thank you for being a part of it. I hope you're well. How long before they clash? I know it's saying I can't roll it. Is it saying I can't roll it? I only planted it last month. I'm sure I only planted it last month. Sack potatoes. Maybe I didn't this one then. I'm sure I only planted it last month. Do you have to roll it when you seed? Can it not, once it starts growing, is that it? Because if that's the case, I can't roll any of these, and I'm messed up. I'm messed up. Yeah, I should have done them last month then. Don't know why I thought it was a month after. It's clearly not. Yeah, purple, I messed up. For some reason, in my head, I got it in my head that I could roll the month after, and I'm thinking of obviously something else, clearly. Nah, I can wait. I'll just be a bit bumpy. It's fine. Sod it. Did what I do anyway. One of my favourite tasks as well. But I'm an idiot because I know whenever I've rolled, it's been on dirt, right? It's not been on bloody crops that are growing. So I should know this after 585 pissing hours, but I just had a bit of a brain fart. But I say, it's been a rough couple of weeks. The memory is not good at the minute. So we can deal with it. But yeah, the memory is a problem at the minute. It's more a habit, Dave. I don't like seeing stuff on my map as well, telling me I need to do stuff either. That's always annoyed me. It's definitely not me Googling my audio thing. I can't tell you how I get hung up on this stuff. Like, it proper cripples me. I know the answer and I can't find it in my head. Yeah, I need to restart. I can't do it then. I think it's lost my virtual device. That's the thing. Oh well, I'll fix it another time. It's gonna annoy me though. Peekaboo, thank you for the follow. I hope you're good. Big Alfie, thank you for the gifts. Very kind of you, mate. Yeah, Rover, I've never sorted out proper storage for my trailers. They've always just been left out in the open. I do need to do something about that at some point. Thank you, Purple. I obviously started a bit. What time did I start, guys? How long have I been live? 1 hour and a half. So, yeah, I've got about half an hour, guys. I won't take my normal 9 o'clock break because I've only been live since 7:30. So, we'll take a break in about half an hour. Do I have an olive grove? No, mate. So, I only at the minute grow what my animals need. That's kind of been my narrative to make the game nice and slow and long. Cheers, Jesse Potato. Yeah, so... not yet. I haven't done olives, haven't done rice, haven't done soybeans. There's loads of stuff I haven't done. Corn is the next one on my list because I can obviously give you an opportunity to try using a forage harvester for the first time, which I've never done. So yeah, I tried to look for things that give me an opportunity to do something different and new. Don't lower it, Joel. How do I bloody fold? I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. There we go. So yeah, corn or maize, as I'd call it, is the one that's next on my list. Because I think the pigs eat it. Do the pigs eat it? But if not, I can obviously forage it. And I get to buy a new toy. There must be, there's a lot more fields up here than need doing, isn't there? All the bloody fields, look. 16 and 11. Miles, I didn't start until 7:30, mate. Sorry, I just said that. I didn't start until 7:30 because obviously trying to get all the computer issues ironed out. So I'll stop at about 9:30, guys. But thank you for looking out for me. I appreciate it. Throw in a school bus and they'll eat it. Pigs will eat anything. Just ask Bricktop. What did I get stuck on? Have I got my thing lowered? I have. You tit, Joel. I appreciate all you guys messaging me about my break. I love that. I love how people are like got into that habit. We need to normalise streamers being able to take a break and stretch their legs. In a world of piss and 24-hour streams and that. Normalise being human and needing to take a bit of a stretch break. Saviour, thank you so much for the sub on YouTube, mate. We're trying to get to 1,000 subs so we can unlock all the various bits and pieces for you for memberships, etc. So thank you for contributing. I really appreciate it. Have you ever tried goats? I've had goats from the start of this save, mate. I've got 2 lots of goats. It's just easy kind of passive income. Like, you give them grass every 2 or 3 months and they're happy, you know? They don't ask for much. Guys, great to see so many of you on YouTube. We've only been streaming on YouTube for a couple of weeks. Massive shout out to the usual regulars on YouTube as well for keeping the chat going and welcoming in new people, etc. It makes a big difference. That's why we've been able to sort of convert TikTok to our chilled, supportive kind of community vibe. So shout out to all the regulars on all 3 platforms that we're going live on for making all the new people welcome and trying to help us sort of get, you know, everyone new, right? We always say to everyone they deserve a second chance when people come in. They maybe don't get that we're chill here and what we're about, but you guys make it easy to get that message across, so thank you for helping me with my job. Yeah, my brewer's run out, but I will get one in a bit. So again, like, my brain is sort of thinking 9 o'clock, it's time for another drink, and I pick up my cup that's empty. Creature of habit. Just using AI for a bit of an opportunity to move and reposition, guys. It's been a long day of standing over a bench with working on the computer. I also think this is one of the best fields I own. You've got the river, you've got the stream, it's downhill, and obviously you've got our forestry set up over there in the distance as well. I think this is one of our most aesthetically pleasing fields on the farm. Magic Feed, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. I hope you're having a good weekend. Thank you so much. Guys, this save is approaching a year old. I think it's Wednesday that this save becomes a year old. I will do an extra stream for it. I've already run it past the boss. So we'll have our usual Tuesday night stream, but I'll probably be back here again on Wednesday for our year anniversary stream. I haven't really got anything planned for it. You know me. I don't really think ahead with this stuff. I just turn up and make it up as I go along. But yeah, that'll be a year old, guys. We'll be hitting about 600 hours at the same time as well, which is quite a weird... I think at the end of this stream, we'll be basically 590 hours. Then we'll do 4 hours on Tuesday night. We'll be pretty much hitting 600 hours on our year anniversary, which is quite cool. Welcome in, Hazra. I was about half an hour late tonight, mate, because I've been rebuilding the PC and upgrading it. Yeah, I've been live since about 7:30, mate, but I was half an hour late tonight. Do we re-watch the first stream together and get your opinions on it all? Bloody hell, Miles. That would be a shame. It'd be a car crash, wouldn't it? Me going through the initial lives of me working out this game. That's not a bad shape, Miles. I might have to watch ahead a little bit just to make sure I don't say anything terrible. Like, it'll be quite cringeworthy for me, right? It's like watching yourself on camera sort of thing. But that would be quite funny to see. Well, there was a lot of drama back then, weren't there? I literally couldn't load anything without crashing it. That's not a bad shape, Miles. That is not a bad shape. Like, I haven't got a lot of time between now and Wednesday, but I could see if I could try and... We might be able to jump, like, maybe the first, like, week of streams, we just jump around them a little bit. Because I've got them all on private on YouTube. I've been gradually trying to make them live, like, backdating them, but... Because I've stopped exporting the VODs from Twitch to YouTube now, because when we end the stream now, it'll go to YouTube anyway. So, I don't bother doing that extra step now, but... Back in the days when we weren't streaming on YouTube, I used to export every single live. I think that could be quite interesting, particularly some of the situations I got myself in. But you could argue it hasn't changed much, right? You could argue it hasn't changed much. Georgie says, so glad you're back streaming. So am I. Thank you very much. And I ain't going to go anywhere now because I'm pretty much going to have to stream for about 18 months to recoup the costs of this week and all the upgrades and all the costs my computers cost me. So yeah, I ain't going anywhere. It's like a down payment on future Joel streams. By the way, great to see so many of you on Twitch, guys. I really appreciate it. The algorithm is not kind on Twitch when you miss your schedule. And obviously, I wasn't here Friday. I'm pretty sure if I was here Tuesday, that's when we had all the technical issues. I had my weeks off when I was travelling. So it's been a really crappy couple of months on Twitch because either I've been away, I've been in bed with COVID, or my computer's been overheating. And Twitch hates that. TikTok doesn't care, right? TikTok's just like... you know, you can just stick your dog on camera every night and they're happy. They'll just keep hounding you to go live. Whereas Twitch, they like that consistency and routine. And unfortunately, me being me and wearing several hats and having a long-term health condition, I can't do that. I try my best to do the whole Sunday, Tuesday, Friday thing, but it's not always possible. And the amount of times we'll come back after one of them where we miss one, well, you regulars would have seen it, right? Where... You know, I came back from Madrid after having a week off, and I think we streamed to half of the people we normally would, because they don't send out notifications, they don't show you on the front page for Farm and Sim, all that sort of stuff. So for us to come straight back at our sort of like upper end viewership, I'm very grateful for you all guys, and thank you for tolerating me the last couple of weeks where it has been really up and down. But we've sorted the technical issue out. Hopefully all of the family drama is behind us. I've got no more trips booked in the diary, so it should just be a straight on grind now to the end of the year, we hope. Is Nacho still the wrong colour? He is, Miles. We have still got a black lab, not a golden retriever on the farm. It pissed me off. So the farm tour, Miles says, when was the last farm tour? I used to do them yearly. Now I want to talk to you about this, guys. Young farmer Harry, thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate it, mate. I hope you're having a good weekend. I want to talk to you about this, guys, because I used to do a yearly farm tour video for YouTube, and they do quite well. Like the year 10 one has had like over 10,000, maybe 15,000 views. I can't remember when I last looked. But there's a problem. The longer this save gets, the longer it is between game years, right? So we done a year 9 farm tour and say that was like at 500 odd hours. Then we done a year 10 farm tour. No, year 9 was something 400 and something. Year 10 was 500 hours. But obviously, the longer I play this game, the less time we skip, right? And the more work there is to do. So the farm tour videos on YouTube are getting further and further apart. So we might have to do more than just a yearly in-game farm tour. We might have to do them every 50 hours or something. I don't know. Year 10 farm tour is how I found you. Yeah, mate, a lot of people found that. I don't know what was so special about that video, but YouTube decided to show it to people, so I was very grateful for that. Yeah, we could do it 6 months. It's just harder for me to remember Purple 6 months. Do you know what I mean? When we tick over into a new game year, it's like my prompt. Right, Joel, you've got to do that bloody video. It's hard for me to notice when it goes to 6 months. I don't know. Joe, thank you so much for hanging out, mate. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Thanks for getting involved in chat, because it is because of your messages in chat that sees us have double figures in YouTube. There's always a correspondence on the likes of YouTube and Twitch. The more chat messages you get, the more people we're showing to. So thank you for helping us, mate. Thanks for the leg up. Thanks for joining us. Hope you enjoy what's left of your weekend. Yeah, so I don't know, Miles, but I've got to find a way to mix that up, because I can't keep doing year 9, year 10, 11, because it's gonna be like 100-hour game hours in-game hours is real hours, right, in between each one, and that doesn't work anymore. So I don't know. If anyone's got any suggestions, leave the comments on the old YouTube video farm tours. That'd be great. Because yeah, they are now getting few and far between, and that's just because I'm putting more time into the game, right? There was a time when I used to sleep at midday or whatever in the game, but now there's times where we're almost tempted to like go down to 0.5, especially like harvesting and stuff. So yeah, I gotta find a way to do it to appease the people who like the farm tours. And let's be honest, that year 10 farm tour, guys, is the main reason why we're now sitting at 800 subs on YouTube, right? Because that pretty much added 300 or 400 subs to the channel, that one video alone. So it's worth doing. But it's finding that balance between giving people what they want and it not being so regular or far apart that it's no longer relevant. I don't know. I'm making all this up as I go along. You know I am, so I don't know what the answer is. I'd say monthly in real life, beginning of each month. See, that's doable because I can set a reminder in my diary, right? That's doable. Because I must admit, I'm a little bit nervous at the minute because so much on this farm has changed since that year 11 video, and we're still in year 11. It's bloody October. We've still got like another 6 months to go, right? Until it ticks over to year 12. I think it's April it does it, isn't it? I can't remember. Christ, I couldn't remember when to roll, so who knows? And my fear is I'm going to go sit down to do that tour video, and I'm not going to remember that we've moved all of our cows. We've got 2 new breeding barns. We doubled down on pigs, and we got rid of this. There's so many bloody changes. I'm going to have to do one soon, because I'm going to forget, or I'm going to have to watch the last farm tour video to then make a list of what I need to tell people have changed. But yeah. How many more fields have we got to spray? Got this one, 22. All right, that's the last one then. And then we've got some harvesting to do of beetroot. My beetroot IRL come to nothing this year, guys. Still sitting outside in the pots. Come to nothing. Sean, Scrap Metal Collection. Thank you for the follow, mate. Hope you're well. Yeah, F. Cheers, mate. Appreciate the feedback, mate. Appreciate the feedback. Welcome in, Sherry. How's it going? The PC's doing good. It's been pretty much completely replaced, Sherry. Since the last stream, when everything went wrong, I've got a new motherboard, new processor, new liquid cooler, new memory, new mortgage. It's ridiculous, but it needed doing. This thing is on 60 hours a week, and I don't know why I begrudge spending money on it. I've got a car. I work from home, right? My car literally is a weekend driver's car now. It's basically an old, you know, Sunday back road granny mobile, and I spend 4 figures on that every year in servicing and stuff like that. And I don't think nothing of it, but for whatever reason, I have an issue spending money on my computer, which is my #1 tool for work. It's an essential piece of equipment for my streaming. But yeah. Oh, and that was the other thing that I decided, guys, because I was toying with hobbies. You would have heard me talking about that on previous streams, I'm sure. I was talking about trying to get into like mountain biking, and I've just felt a bit lost, right? Since I had to give up playing sport and rugby, I've felt lost. I've tried to get back into bands, and nothing really works. And I thought, you know what? I really enjoy streaming. Why can't I accept that is my hobby? I think the trouble is I was trying to find something that was like IRL, right? And fill that gap that you have when you're not sitting in a changing room belly laughing. Does that make sense? And I've been trying to fill that void for the last 2 or 3 years unsuccessfully. And I thought to myself, why am I not this is my hobby, right? I enjoy it. I seem to be okay at it. You guys seem to enjoy it. I consider many of you my friends now, even though we might never really meet IRL. This could just be my hobby. I love my tech. I love an excuse to buy, a new thing to improve it, like I did with a mixer or a mic. And so rather than sink a load of money into a hobby that maybe doesn't stick, then I will just make this my hobby. So you might be seeing more of me on stream now, guys, or more YouTube videos or something. Blocked by an object. Just drive away from the piss and fence. It's not hard. Just drive forward. There we go. My word. Yeah, Rovers. Why didn't I upgrade my graphics card? I cannot justify spending 4 figures on a 2025 equivalent to my 3080. My 3080 it's absolutely fine for farm sim, so it can just sit there. And I'm trying to stagger it a bit. So like I've replaced my Mobo RAM and processor this year, and then maybe next year I aim for motherboard, and maybe the year after that I aim for, I don't freaking know, monitor. My monitor's are ancient now. Just try and stagger it a bit so that it's not all one hit. And you're helping hundreds of people. I hope so, Miles. I know I've got a bit of a unique way of going about it and making a prat of myself and trying to sort of lower that bar to get people to open up and stuff. I hope that helps someone. I've been getting some lovely messages on YouTube, guys, so thank you for all the comments there. Does your last drive? Her job, she drives every day, mate. She works in healthcare in the community, let's just say, so she is literally driving every single day. So we did contemplate going down to 1 car, but if anything happens to hers, she needs a backup. Yeah, so I'm just accepting that I enjoy my computers, I enjoy my game, and I found something I really enjoy here with Farm Sim and doing this with you guys. So why am I searching to fill a gap when it's kind of staring me in the face, right? No, my other half doesn't have a motorbike license. She used to come on the back with me all the while, but she does. I think she had a moped when she was younger. Did I say this was the last field? Sorry, guys. I know I'm repeating myself, but my brain fog is real. The amount of stigma it has, but it's genuinely real, right? You've already seen tonight. I tried to roll crops that were growing, convinced that I could. I've looked numerous times to see what fields need spraying when I should have just been able to remember which ones it was. What we'll do, we'll get the old beetroot harvest going, and then I'll go grab a drink and stretch my legs whilst that's started off. I'll just let this field finish here. LJC, I had motorbikes my entire life, but I had to sell mine a couple of years back because of health reasons. I was tempted to get another one. The big problem I have is my neck. So I used to love my naked sports bikes. I also used to have Gixxers, like, you know, sporty bikes and that. But I got a problem with my damage in my neck. And as soon as you got on a road where there was a bit of wind resistance, I'd be like in agony. Yeah, I used to love my bikes. My absolute favourite one I had a 600 Gixxer, all in the Relentless decal. For anyone who's into their motorbike racing, remember when you had the Suzuki Relentless teams? And it was all in Relentless decal, and I bloody loved it. It was black with all the white Relentless stuff over it, and I wish I never sold that. I upgraded. I went from a 600 to a 750, and I should have stuck with the 600 because, man, that sung. When you got the old sweet spot with the revs, it absolutely sung. You passed your CBT last week. Nice. You got your first bike yesterday. Take care of yourself, mate. Take it easy. Build up your skill. Don't try and do what your mates do and all that jazz. But enjoy, mate. Enjoy. That's a good time of year as well to get your first bike because it makes you face that stuff that so many people avoid. I used to have a mate that never rode in bad weather, never rode in the winter. And the trouble is, if we were out and at start you got caught in like a flash storm, he was like dangerous. Do you know what I mean? Because he'd never faced it. So it's the best time of year to be learning to ride, mate, because it makes you learn those skills. You know what I mean? If you get a bit of a, you say the old back wheel steps out when it's a bit cold and you forgot to warm it up, or there's shit on the road from farms and that sort of thing, it'll really help your confidence. Welcome in, Alex. We're good, mate. We're back streaming. We've fixed our computer issues. I've got a couple of audio issues to fix, but we're limping along with those. We're good, mate. The future's bright. Well, I say the future's bright. Had a hell of a couple of weeks. Let's just assume that's behind us. Snuffle, welcome in, mate. Thank you so much for the sub. 37 months in a row, guys. Shout out to Snuffle. Absolute OG of the channel. Guys, Snuffle on Twitch was my first ever regular viewer. And he's still subscribing 37 months in a row. Guys, if you're on Twitch, show some love for Snuffle. Also a moderator here. Lurks away in the background, some streams and that. So shout out to Snuffle. I love it when following just broke Snuffle. Snuffle has been following Joel vs. Arthritis for Snuffle. I don't know why that is so broken. Steam Elements always seems to have an issue with it. They always seem to have an issue with it, and I don't know why. Alex, thank you for the rose, mate. Appreciate it. It's so weird, guys, to be sitting in here and be cold in a t-shirt. I'm so used to my PC basically melting my face. It's really weird. I can't get used to it. I might actually be able to snuggle into a hoodie at some point on a stream. That'd be quite a nice, novel experience.
Talk to me.
Yeah, it would have been 4 years of a few days ago, Snuffle, because my first stream was in November 2021, I remember. And you found me like literally within a week or two, I think. Welcome in, Prim. Only so much as tonight we got our first Highland cattle. We used a new building from it, but I'm not going to be changing maps or anything. And I don't play. All you see me, guys, this is my only experience of Farm Sim is what I stream. I'd love to have second saves. I'd love to do a YouTube series on Saxlingham, but I made a commitment that I was always going to stream what I play. So the idea is that you guys see me genuinely enjoying this. I'm not going to come on here and be like, oh, here we go again. I've been playing this all day on another map that I like more. I don't want you guys deserve better than that crap that some people serve up. You know, where they've got like a save and maybe they do it for YouTube and that's their favourite, and then you see them stream live and they're not really into it, and I don't want you guys having that. You deserve better. So what you see is my only Farm Sim experience. The only exception to that, guys, is obviously if I need to grab some footage for a YouTube video or something, I might jump into, I think I jumped into the Polish map and the Asian map like for 5 minutes each just to do some like camera pans and get them for a YouTube video, and that was it. So other than that, yeah, no other game saves. Thank you, Snuffle, mate. Yeah, this save will be, coincidentally, this save will be a year old on Wednesday as well. Can you believe that? So we'd have been streaming 4 years this week. I think it's this week. And we would have, this save will be a year old next week. JCB Dave on TikTok says 37 months, Joel. He needs a medal for dealing with you. That's more than that, JCB Dave. He moderates our Discord and Twitch. He started a charity with me. The bloke needs more than a bloody medal. Speaking of mods, I see a wild Sub-Zero has crept into chat on TikTok. How's it going, mate? You still alive? I say that because I've checked in on Sub-Zero, so I know he is. I'm not being horrible. Great to see you, mate. Great to see you. Christ, all the mods are coming out the woodwork tonight. It's like some sort of pissing reunion. Genuinely, mate, you know where I am if you need me, Sub-Zero. How many fields have I bought? Christ, off the top of my head, mate, I don't really know. I'll have a look in a sec. I'll crash if I do it now. You've been through the mill, mate. Sub-Zero, you've been through the mill. I hope you're alright. But guys, that's where we try to do things a bit different, like, right? Like, we're humans, and I stream and talk about, you know, like tonight I've been talking about my brain fog and life events and financially screwed. You know, like, it's real, right? And I want our mods to be the same. So if people have to go for a couple of months because they got stuff on, I'm not going to take the bloody permission away. Yeah, that's life. That happens, right? And it's the same reason why I don't chase people, because I like people having the space, because who knows what they got going on, right? So obviously, Sub-Zero, I knew you were unwell when you went, so I thought it was only sensible to check you're okay. I don't want anyone getting that impression that I'm maybe chasing them or something. So, you know, if maybe it went 6 months and we hadn't heard from someone, then that's a bit different. But I know you're there, and you can come and help out when you can, you don't when you don't, you know? That's how it should be in my book. Right. Excuse me. Rich, what do you mean, mate? What do you mean? How many fields have I bought, Rover? Ah, sorry. One. So you get 3, 5, and 2, don't you, when you start the game? So 1, 2. These aren't fields, obviously, anymore. We've got pigs on these and orchids and orchards. We're not growing a bloody field full of orchids, Joel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Christ alive. But obviously a lot of them have got animals and stuff on. Second, the financial part. Oh, mate, we've had an absolute hiding as a family the last couple of weeks. From my son smashing his teeth in, to the dog having a long-term issue with his knee, to my computer overheating. I literally we can't catch a break at the minute. Can't catch a break. Right. What was I doing? Harvesting. And then I need to go get another drink, because I need to take a quick break at some point. Because we're about midway through now, by my reckoning. And I started about half an hour late tonight. So we'll get AI started on the old beet harvest. I know this thing fills up pretty quickly, so I'm probably not going to be back before it fills up. But we can make a start. Rover, I'd like to take over as much of the map as I could. Yeah, I would. But it's obviously... Christ, I nearly rolled that then. What happened there? I lit that. I nearly rolled it. I would have just left it there and gone for my break if I'd have rolled it. I couldn't have been dealing with that. I'd have took my Diet Coke break and just left that there. JCB Dave, thank you so much for asking. Yeah, so he's had a composite fill-in. It looks good. Doesn't quite match, but obviously... the one he done it was his top adult tooth that had fully grown, and the other one beside it is still growing, so it's probably going to be a case of waiting for that to grow and then try and match him up a little bit. But he handled it like a trooper, you know. Like, for me, the heartbreaking thing was he was crying on the pavement, and all he worried about, he kept telling me he was going to find the money, and it just, like, it made me very aware that how much he's picked up on, like, our struggles recently. So I'm trying not to talk about that stuff more now, because I've always been really open and honest, especially with my health condition, right? That's always, I don't know why I've brought the sugar beet through the forest. Sugar beet harvester. I've not brought sugar beet. I've always been really open and honest with him about his health, my health and my condition and all this sort of thing, and my mental health. But I suppose I never really thought that I probably should have like been a bit more careful with financial conversations. So yeah, it's really sad that like he had that accident, and rather than worrying about all the blood that was coming from his mouth, he was worrying about money. And I was like, you shouldn't be thinking about that, chap. So I'm trying to fix that in my parenting approach, because I've always just been like super honest with him, right? That's always like been my way. But he is only 6. It sounds daft, but it'll age with him. When I first had mine, it stood out too. It was too white as it aged. It colour. It's more the shape. So like he's one that's still growing is wider than this one. So, but I think she's probably left a gap intentionally, like for them to grow together. So I ain't gonna question it. You know, we take him to a specialist pediatric place in Ipswich. Can you believe, by the way, guys, there is not a pediatric specialist dentist in Norfolk? If you are a pediatric dentist watching this, you could make an absolutely killing, because every time my son has these issues, whether that be emergency or when he was younger he had problems with his baby teeth, we have to take him an hour and 20 minutes by the time we're parked and everything to Ipswich, which is an absolute dive as well. So yes, absolutely mad. Right, let's get AI started on this, and then I'm going to go grab a drink and stretch my legs. All right, guys? It will fill up. It will fill up before I'm back. Just deal with it, all right? If anyone comes in, please welcome them. Let them know I'm just taking a breather, and that allows us to go until 11, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for all the love and support tonight, guys. Been brilliant numbers considering I've been so sketchy the last couple of weeks. Looking forward to getting back into this as a routine. I will leave you with the harvester for a minute, and then I'll be back in a sec. Cheers, guys. Right, guys and gals, let's get these cameras back on across the 3 platforms. I try to do it in different orders every week so that I'm not always like coming on late for everyone. I can't press it all on one button. Of course he's filled up. Why can't I hear any music? Don't tell me that's gone wrong. Every pissing thing's going wrong. There we go. Right. Let's get the old auger wagon. This is what it's for. Thank you for the follow. Let me know what you'd like me to call you in chat, because I can't read what that is. But thank you for the follow. JCB Dave, thank you for the heart. Appreciate it, mate. What happened to my finger? I sliced the end off of it. Upgrading my PC today. So I've already got cuts on my finger and my thumb from when I'd done the first upgrade of the cooler. And then today, you know, I have explained this already, but lots of people come in and out. Today, when I went to take out, you know, the back plate where all your ports and that are on the back of your PC, obviously my motherboard doesn't need that comes with the case. So I went to pop it out, and I popped it out, and I went to be lazy. Rather than putting my hand into the case and pulling it out, I put my finger in a port and tried to pull it through the gap, and it was like a freaking knife. Absolute knife. Yeah, I ain't gonna be playing guitar for a while, put it that way. It was like a knife. John, thank you very much, mate. Appreciate you for looking out for me. Thankfully, my wife was a nurse, so she went to a car and got some stuff to patch me up. But it's a pain in the arse. Actually, it's a pain in the finger. Yeah, but I've still got cuts from when I started the build on bloody Friday or whenever it was. Thursday, Friday, and now I'm got a massive flap of skin loose on the end of my finger. Hell, that poor Dylan cracked us up, right? So I was like, they were still here when I'd done it. Joel, you need the wagon, mate. Where are you going? Where are you going? What are you going to do? Put the sugar beet on your lap? We're not even harvesting sugar beet. We're harvesting beetroot. What you can do? Fill up your footwell with it, you tool. Dylan was brilliant, though, because obviously my wife was super calm. Like, so I cupped it like this, and my hands were getting full of blood, like a proper pissed out. And I was like, get me some kitchen roll, get me some kitchen roll. And because my wife, like, with what she does for work, she just, like, casually goes to the kitchen, gets some kitchen roll, blah, blah, blah. There's Dylan shouting at her, apparently when he's 6. He's shouting at her, saying, "You're a terrible helper. You're a useless helper." Like, I think he wanted some sort of urgency. I was like, Dylan, it's fine, mate. It's fine. Like, I was like, would you want to go to hospital and see the doctors panicking? Like, because I wouldn't. But he was like literally shouting at his mum, "You're a terrible helper." It just tickled me. But yeah, he couldn't understand why Daddy was like pouring of blood and there was like zero urgency. It's only my finger, right? So I'm not gonna die. Oh god, I forgot how much his tractor struggles. This thing hasn't even got anything in it yet. Oh god. But yeah, I smart a little bit. She changed the dresser for me early because that bled through when I was walking the dog again. And that do smart a bit. It's like a flap of but someone else must have done stuff with computers and experienced how sharp them back plates are. I just didn't think. I was just too casual, right? I just didn't think. I forgot they're like, I don't know why they need to be so sharp. I need I want an excuse to get one of them massive old tractors, Miles, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, the thing is, our lorry has less horsepower than this tractor, so people have come in chat before saying, use a lorry, use a lorry. Well, the lorry I don't think would do any better. But every time we do a beet harvest, we have a problem, really. So, I do need to address it. But we've bought all our cattle now, so, and we're going to start producing. Well, we've got pigs coming. We've got pigs coming to sell. We're going to have milk and that. Our beef stock's going to take a little while to filter through, but we're going to have money soon. So, or let's be honest, we've got enough beetroot or sugar beet in storage that we keep for the pig food. We could sell a couple of trailer loads of that and buy a vehicle. I'm sure we could. Why did he leave that bit in the corner? What was that about? Just let him do his thing. I need to decide what to do with these 3 fields here, because I quite like the idea of these 3 fields being our beet fields, because I've got all this equipment, right? It's silly not to harvest, to plant beet. So I quite like the idea of keeping these as beetroot and doing that as sugar beet. And eventually I'd like to buy this field as well for sugar beet. I know it's not very big, but still. Just having this section, you know, I like having these like little sections. So this is grass and that would be beet. And like I say, eventually I want to buy all this up. I want to buy all this up like there will be blood, and that's then going to be all of our arable farming, barley and wheat and, like I say, maize maybe. That's the next step. We're gradually working our way up there. I would like to put sugar beet in 24 at some point. 21 is a cool plot. I've never looked at it. Let's have a look. Yes, nice, isn't it? Up on the old hill, you get good old drainage on here, wouldn't you? Good old drainage. Oh, you get the farmhouse with it. Oh, nice. No worries, Biggin. Welcome in, mate. I hope you're well. Mr. X, welcome in. Great to see you guys. Hope you're keeping well. The other plot I like the idea of doing something with at some point in the save was this one here where you kind of get a farmyard with it. Is it this one? No, that's Spinnery. Where is it? Where is it where you kind of get a yard with it? Hang on, guys. I know what I'm talking about, I swear. It's going to be up here, isn't it? Here. I want to do something with this. Because it's like a ready-made yard, right? Waiting to go. And I can't remember what my idea was. Was it greenhouses or like a... Or you turn it into like a oh, Christ, Joel. Like a mini livestock farm. Like maybe it could be like a chicken farm. Or, do you know what I mean? This feels like a great little area to do a little mini build with, and lots of landscape and stuff and that. It just really does, right? From that stream, and then include this field to there. Just some like mini little... I don't really do productions, but maybe we could find something. Do you know what I mean? Welcome in, Wayward. I hope you're good, mate. Yeah, just it feels like a perfect little place to do a little mini build. And like go really heavy on like landscaping and stuff. But I haven't decided what yet, but it's on my list. It's definitely on my list. Like, not being funny, you could, like, there's a lot of useful fields there. But bearing in mind you've got these trees, one of the ideas I had is you could forest it, you know, and then turn it into like your sawmill. I don't know. But anyway, I'll have a think. There's one down the bottom too that's preset. Yeah, I think I know the one you mean. Near the, it's like a water tower or something. Is it? No, what is it? It's not there, is it? Where am I thinking? The other one I want to do a build with, guys, I've talked about it right from the start, is 86 here. I want to turn this into like a woodland walk. I don't know why, Because you've got the tower you can use as like an observation tower. But I like the idea of foresting this and having a walk that meanders through here and then ends up down at the river. I don't know why. It's just an idea I had right at the start of the save. Right at the start of the save. But yeah. This one is obvious for horses as well, right? It's like clearly designed for horses. So that's where our horse build would be, presumably. Anyway, we're getting well ahead of ourselves there. Well ahead of ourselves. Oh, he stopped again. Like, you could just come to me, mate. I'm sitting right here. Yeah, but this is... Well, I've got so many ideas that I don't know if we're ever going to get round to them. Oh my god, this is painful. We need a bigger vehicle. We might have to have a look and see what we could sell. We've definitely got a little bit of cow's milk. Not loads, but some. Yeah, the horse farm we're definitely going to have a go at. I've said that right from the start, that this save won't end without us doing horses, and that's where it's going to be. Yeah, I'm good, thank you, Biggin, mate. I'm good. It's been a stressful couple of weeks, but it's ending on a high now. I worked on my bloody computer from 11 this morning until 4 o'clock this afternoon. But we're up and running now. Yeah, Miles, if we were getting an upgrade on the lorry, we could sell the old one, right? That's a bit of money we can get back. Yeah, PC's awesome, mate. I've got a couple of audio issues to iron out. It's lost my, because obviously a new motherboard, it treats everything like it's a new computer. I'm having to sign into everything. I had to reset up my camera, anything that relied on a USB port or a login. Like, I had to re-log into Twitch and everything right before I went live because it thinks I'm on a different computer. But my, yeah, I used to have my mixer all set up so everything was on separate virtual channels, so I could use my sliders to do things like change the game audio independently from the background music and that's all been lost. So I'm going to have to fix all that again. But we're getting by for now. It's just the music and the game audio is on the same channel, which is a bit annoying. But if that's the only problem I went live with tonight, I'd have absolutely taken that. Right, while we're waiting for him, let's have a little look at what sort of money we got tied up. If we were to get a new lorry or something. Because I must admit, I live in Norfolk, right? And I'm not seeing any tractors transporting sugar beet. It's a heavy old crop. It's always Arctics. It's always Arctics. We got 20 grand in milk. We got... Well, we could just sell this beetroot. We could just... It's not going to be worth a lot this time of year, though, is it? Well, it's not bad. If we give it another 2 months, we could sell the beetroot. To be fair, it's not far off top price. We could sell the beetroot. We could sell our milk. We could sell our Arctic. What sort of prices are we looking at for a new truck? What's the one we've got, guys? Can't even remember. Oh, this one, innit? There is all these new Mercs now because of the DLC. To be fair, they're not as pricey as I thought. How much is that? 370 horsepower. Oh, we can upgrade it, but... We went for like a bog standard Volvo. There's the engine. So 700 horsepower, look, man. 200k, yeah. So we're looking at 200k. That's doable, guys. We can achieve that. We can do that. We can make 200k. So if we got that, as 780 horsepower compared to 300, we're doubling the horsepower, right? That'll be absolutely fine. Oh, for goodness sake. Better go now. Hope you all have a great week. Possibly see you on try after training on Tuesday. Definitely Wednesday if you're on for your year anniversary. We will. We'll be here for an extra stream on Wednesday, guys, for the anniversary of this save. It'll be a year old. It'll be a year old, so we'll do something for that. But I'll be here Tuesday, guys. I'll get the audio stuff sorted by then as well. Not that you'll really notice. It just matters to me more than anyone. But yeah, we can easily raise 200k, guys, and get a new lorry. Let's start having a look at that now, rather than keep struggling with this. So let's sell the current Arctic. Sell the current Arctic because we don't need it, right? Get 50k back for that. Done. Oh, I keep saying I was going to sell that little pathetic wood trailer. I know it's only $1,000, but that can go. We could do the milk. Oh, for goodness sake, Joel, you could have just got out and walked. There we go. Excuse me. Where is my other tanker now that I was there? I was going to say, now that we got rid of the original dairy farm. Oh, my cough. I thought it was nearly gone. We've gone a long while tonight without the coughing. Bloody COVID. It's definitely better now. It's so bloody hot in this room. Seems quite fitting that Whitey is doing the milk carton. That was almost a clever joke there, milk carton. But there we go. Weren't intentional. Can't claim that. Right. Ding, ding, ding. This is our first collection from our new dairy herd. Well, that's the same cows. It's just a different location, right? Oh, for goodness sake, why did I don't help myself. It's like my one dolly in the farm, and I've gone and not given myself a route out. Why do I do that? I'm so angry at myself. I was worried about eating into this field because that's a big old field, right? You got a good old harvest off this. But now looking at all these cows on it and the warehouse and that, we're clearly making more money out of this piece of land than we were planting wheat in it. Clearly. If you're not planning on moving any animals, you could sell the trailer, then buy a new one. Yeah, because to be honest, there is that bigger one, isn't there, Miles? There is that bigger animal transport, am I right? But you'd need a lorry for that as well, which does kind of make sense. Yeah, this old bugger, look. Definitely would need an Arctic for that. Still only holds 12 pieces of cow. That's more like what I see around my way. Right. Yeah, that's not a bad shape. We could sell that trailer. We're not going to get loads for it, but a Sutton, right? A Sutton. Right. You can ask what you like, Riley, mate. I can't guarantee I'll answer it, though. I get asked a lot on here. The lorry tanker does do milk. You thinking about selling this little one, mate? Because the reason I have this one is because I tend to do the milk selling with a tractor rather than the lorry. You know, I'm not a massive fan of the lorry, but again, I guess we are getting to that point where we're going to need to use the Arctic a bit more. I love how we can just crack out finding 200k if we need to these days. I love that. Riley, I have never done rice, but I can use time save and stock check to tell you where to sell it. Oh no, it won't be on here, will it? It won't be on here because I haven't got none, you tit, Joel. Guys in chat, help Riley with where they sell rice. It depends what map you're on. Oh, you've put... is that a map you've mentioned there, mate? 'Cause I've only played Riverbend. Someone in chat might be able to help you there, mate. I only play this save and this map, so I don't maybe have such well-rounded knowledge of other maps and stuff and other crops. Landscape all this warehouse now. We're starting to get cows here, but I just don't want to waste the money at the minute. But we'll make this look a little bit more industrial there. Thank you, Miles. Where is he? God, this whole tractor's struggling. Yeah, the sooner we get that lorry, the better. Because I don't want to drag his home with his tractor. It'd be painful. We're getting to proper, like, big boy farming now, aren't we, look? Don't know why he keeps missing bits. I don't know what's wrong with him. Oh, whoops. I got a bit close. I got on the wrong side, Joel. You got on the wrong side. He ain't gonna like that. Oh, AI worker. AI worker C is pissed off. Sorry, mate. Didn't mean to ding you. Sell the power tube, are you mad, Miles? I bloody love that trailer. I love the power tube. Right. We've got a ton of stuff in here still, I imagine. Oh yeah, the eggs are working now, that's for sure. 'Cause we're definitely getting eggs coming through now. Lovely job. Do not miss getting in that Merlot and having to push him down the yard. No, the wool issue is gone, Miles, thankfully. Because I thought that could be a potential save, end and bug, right? If I just, my warehouse filled up with free wool. That would have been a nightmare. But thankfully, it was just a backlog. That's all stopped now. Because, yeah, that I would have had a real issue with that if we just got free product coming in and I couldn't stop it. That could have killed the save. Whoops, I didn't realise he was on the forks. I was trying to get you in as well. Whoa, I cocked that right up. Cocked that right up. And I know, and I know, and I know. Yes, let's sell the small, then the milk trailer. So we got the big one for that. Barrels. Yeah, and animal transport we'll get rid of because we ain't going to need it anytime soon. Getting there. Our 200k Volvo. Hang on a minute, I just seen wool. Oh, bloody hell. How much is there of that? Where's it coming from? Guys, we could have a problem here. It's been about 4 months since I sold my sheep and we're still seeing wool. Like, do you know what I mean? That's proper game breaking, right? Because I can't leave it because the warehouse would fill up. But if this keeps happening, it's going to feel like a bloody money cheat. I can't dump it all by the side of the road. Council will be after me. It could be a warehouse issue, removing the warehouse, and like I could try that sort of stuff before we give up on the save, right? Like that feels reasonable. It could be like we need to remove the distribution point. Maybe we could do that because obviously we had issues with eggs not going through. Maybe if I sold the distribution shed and replanted one, like it grows, that might stop it. Yeah, we're gonna have a think because I can't have like wool appearing every single month. I wonder if that's the goats. I think step one is sell the distribution point and rebuild it because, or get rid of it for a bit and see what happens, because that's a real cheap fix, right? That's a real cheap fix. I think the other thing is you could try getting rid of goats in case it's because obviously goats and sheep share the same building. Oh, but man, if we're going to keep producing wool with no sheep on the farm, that's like save killer. I didn't see the wool molds when you said that, and then I looked down in the bottom right hand corner and where you got your list of products and saw 10 pallets of wool, and I was like, what the frig? I didn't think we had any last month, and then it's reappeared again. That's a problem. That is a problem. But yeah, maybe I'm not going to do it now because we're trying to work towards a lorry, right? But I think the solution, or the first thing would be to do is sell this. Get rid of Logi transfer because we know it has issues with eggs and stuff, right? You can see, look, it's not collected that pallet of eggs or that pallet. So it's never been the most reliable thing. Couldn't even tell you the last time I saw a pallet of honey to sell, you know? Couldn't even tell you the last time I saw a pallet of honey, but sell that and leave it for a month or so and see what happens. The transfer thing is not working for my eggs either. I know, it's a pain in the ass. I had 7 chicken coops. I sold 2 and it started working for a bit and then stopped again. Yeah, I realise honey is really slow to produce, Dave, which is why I'm not really giving it much thought, you know. John says, don't goats produce wool? I don't think they do in the game, mate. I don't think they do in the game, but I might be wrong. Been wrong many times in the past. Oh my god, it's painful. We have to get that lorry first before we do anything else because this is stupid. Someone told me, I don't know if that's true because obviously I don't Google anything, but someone told me that honey also a bit like other farming games, if you have it near your fields, helps the yield because of pollination and stuff, but I don't know how true that is. Yeah, I only have bees purple because it looks nice. It's purely an aesthetic. Same as that allotment, right? The allotment's quite good because it lets me try small amounts of crops if I want to use production lines and things. But ultimately, it looks nice. Let's get this bloody lorry, because I can't keep transporting this around. It's stupid. Stupid. So it does improve yield, but only very small amounts. And the only reason I figured that was probably true is because I play other farming games where that's true, right? If you put bees near fields, you get a slight boost. I wasn't expecting anything groundbreaking. Christ alive. Right, this will definitely get us our lorry. I probably shouldn't have bit off that much. Oh well, we're committed now. And make your own iceberg jokes up, guys. Make your own iceberg jokes up. You don't need me to do it for you. You can all find a punchline with this one. Oh dear. It's like in other games I've played, John, it used to be things like buckwheat and canola and things with generally like flour, right? But I don't know about farm sim. So I tried to wing this stuff and figure it out by observation rather than looking it up. That's like a fun bit of the game for me, like when you notice, oh shit, I could be doing this. Right, let's go get that Volvo. Oh, sugar, better just check that. No. What's this bad boy? So just a sprayer. You've got a really bog standard sprayer. Don't get distracted, Joel. Jesus Christ. You came here for lorries. Where's that Volvo? Here she be. What did I say we were going to go for? Was it the 780? Yeah. I sleep, I ain't going anywhere. Aero parts. Really? You're charging me 7k for a couple of wings? Front guard if you want to mow some shit down. That one's ugly. The only one I like is that one. Might treat myself to some fog lights. Safety frame. They must have heard about my reputation. Mud flap flaps. I can't say the word flaps without laughing. I'm a child. Oh, the Volvo one's quite nice. We'll go with that. I'm not a big lorry person. I've talked about this numerous times. I think lorries don't excite me at all. They just don't. What does it mean front mounting? Oh, basically some grills over my lights. 250 quid. All right then, if you want. If you want. 780 horsepower. Come to daddy. Freaking that's a lot of money though. To be fair, I don't think it is a lot of money for that much. Grunt. Where is she? Right, mate. You got a big rig to tug. Let's go tug. Hell, she's flying. I am going to absolutely roll this over. I'm not used to this speed in Farming Simulator. I'm used to like 13 mile an hour. Maybe a little 20 mile an hour cruise in the Massey if it's not pulling anything. I can't handle this pace. This is going to end in disaster. 50 miles an hour. I shouldn't be trusted with this. I don't think I could be trusted with this, guys. Like, I'm absolutely doing damage. Without doubt, I'm doing damage. Look at this. We nearly hit 60. 56. That seems to be the top speed. Get this bugger up on 2 wheels, I reckon. Oh, Christ, oversteer. Oversteer signs, oversteer. Oh, well, I didn't like the paintwork anyway. Hell, man, I can't be trusted with this. Look at the pace of it. Coming in hot, guys. Coming in hot. I reckon that bloody reverse quicker than Throaty McFruitface. What the fuck? Miles, talk to me, Miles. Miles, you told me to get a lorry to pull this. I never listen to the audience either. In fact, I go out of my way to do the opposite when people in chat try to tell me what to do. But my level of trust for you, Miles, my level of trust, I didn't even look. I didn't even question it. I just went out, raised £200,000. My kids went hungry for a week. Bought the lorry. And what am I going to do? Put it on with gaffer tape? I feel like my trust has been broken. I ain't got the money for a trailer. I already shot the dog to save on food. I'm just going to basically be doing twat laps in my 56-mile-an-hour lorry. Oh, I know the auger wagon tips, mate. I've got a slight issue of not actually having the money, though, to buy the trailer. I've got AI worker sitting over there, twiddling his thumbs, counting his money. I feel I may have misled you slightly. I didn't even question it, Miles. It's not your fault. I should have done my due diligence. I should have done my due diligence. Right now, I feel like Manning going into Norwich and not checking that it was an absolute shit show before he turned up and ruined his reputation. Miles, you don't have to give me gifts, mate. It's all entertainment. It's fine. You don't have to give me gifts. Well, I can't carry that back with the Massey. It's going to take forever. So we're going to have to raise some money, aren't we? Again. Jesus Christ. I don't even know what trailer I need. I just assumed the auger wagon could be pulled. You know, because my old mate Miles didn't specify. Hang on, would this sort of thing do it? I don't know what I'm looking for. Hang on, let's go to the lorry and go to combinations. Here we go. Here we go. Load King. Seriously, the name of some of this stuff. Does people not think when they name this stuff? Yeah, our brand is gonna be Load King. I might as well call it a Wad Collector. Right, okay, come on, Joel, get a grip. I'm in a whole new world here. I don't do lorries. I'm in a whole new world. I don't know what I'm looking for. This does everything. We're going to need to keep the auger wagon just to get the bloody crop in here, aren't we? The auger wagon's going to be like a middleman. Because that sugar beet harvester is low at the best of times. This is what I was saying when you could sell the power tube. Well, you didn't really specify that, did you, Miles? You just said sell the power tube. I'm in love with that trailer. I mean, love that trailer. You didn't give me a rationale as to selling the power tube. You're just telling me to sell stuff that I love. I'd probably put Dylan on eBay or something. Like, you need to give me context. I'm like going to look at this. I don't understand why it's green at the front and silver here, though, but that one is amazing. Almost 60,000 litres. I was somewhat trying not to max it. Yeah, I know, I realise, mate. I'm only joking. Don't worry, don't stress. It'd be boring if I just sat here talking to myself with no, if we didn't have these little back and forths. $95. We're looking about 95k, aren't we? That one doesn't do everything. It needs to be something that can pretty much carry anything. Can you change the colour of this? No. Only its rim. Oh, look at this. We can road train it. Toot toot. Road train. Could you imagine me with that? Could you imagine? I wouldn't get in and out of my yard. I wouldn't get in and out of my yard. Alright, we'll have to aim for one of these 95k ones, I think. So they kind of do everything. And then the auger wagon's basically going to be a middleman. He's basically going to be a shopping trolley. Basically going to be a shopping trolley. Right, where the frick am I getting 90k from now? I've got some crop there I can sell, but I can't do nothing with it. Unless I start bagging it up at the side of the road and selling it like some sort of lay-by spud seller. Come get your beetroot. From farm to fork. Right, what am I going to do? Even with all my free bloody wool. Ugh. Don't want to sell that wood, but tomatoes can go, mushrooms can go, peppers can go. What's that give us? Not a lot. Well, we're in a bind. We're in a bind, old boy. We'll find a way out of it. We always do. I'm distracted tonight anyway by my audio thing. It's going to grate on me until I can fix that tomorrow. So I'm likely to not give a damn about much else. Welcome in, Richard. How's it going, mate? I made the mistake of buying that trailer without checking what it could hold. The double trailer load, King. The double load. I didn't even look, to be fair. I just know I couldn't be trusted with it. Absolutely couldn't be trusted with it. Oh my Christ, we've got milk for days. Yeah, I'm alright, mate. I'm alright. I'm hoping my luck has turned a corner now. My PC's all fixed. Had a crap couple of weeks as a family. I'm back to streaming now, though, and hopefully we can get a good run without any dramas, trips, breakages, accidents, unexpected bills. I think Christmas is cancelled this year. I'll be doing my Christmas shopping based on whatever's on my Piss and Tesco club card. Whatever I got on my co-op membership card or something. Right, guys, we've got 30 quid for the Christmas food shop. It's been a rough month so far. Welcome in, Trojan. How's it going, mate? Sorry for the coughing, guys. It's nearly gone. It's on its way out. We've just got a little bit of leftovers from the old COVID a few weeks back. To make matters worse, guys, I had a flare all last week. I might have mentioned it, and then it really ramped up Thursday night, and I was off work on Friday. So if everything else going off, I was then off work on Friday. Like, I was in proper pain Thursday night. I was like hollering. Like, I'm normally a silent sufferer with my pain, so if I'm rolling, writhing around, you know I'm like proper at my limit. Frick me, was I at my limit on Thursday night. I think I talked about it on stream before, right? But if I get it in my neck, I can deal with arthritis and that anywhere, but I occasionally get it in my neck. And I know why I got it in my neck, because on Thursday I'd spent trying to build my PC and I was looking down a lot, and it kind of triggered it. Because sometimes you get an infection that triggers it, sometimes you get an injury and it triggers it, sometimes it's just going to do it because it's a freaking asshole. Oh my word, was I in a world of trouble Thursday night. I actually just got no sleep. Landed a new job. Nice, mate. Nice. Congratulations, fella. That's awesome. I love people coming in here with good news when I'm having like crap time. It gives me hope in the universe. I need to keep that cement and roof tiles and that stuff because we've got some constructibles I can go to because we haven't produced any roof tiles or cement before, so we might have done it right in the early days, first week or two. Guys, if you're just dropping in, reminder that this save is a year old on Wednesday, unbelievably, with the launch of FS25, so we'll be here on Wednesday as well as Tuesday, health and everything permitting. Cheers, Trojan, mate. Oh, I'm a lucky man. Like, I don't deserve like good luck and stuff. I'm fortunate I've got a awesome family and a secure job and people that are very supportive when I have bad health and stuff. It's just like the other life stuff that just all happened at once. Like literally Dylan had emergency dentistry stuff on Tuesday, and then on Wednesday we took the dog to the vets because he's been a grumpy ass and been a bit like unpredictable, which is not what you want when you've got a 6-year-old in the house. And turns out he's got a dodgy knee, so that's just, and he's only 2 years old, so we're now got to like try and manage that. It's just life, innit? But it always seems to come at once. And then yeah, I was upgrading my PC on Thursday, so bearing in mind Dylan was in the dentist on Tuesday. Wednesday was the bad news at the vets and an expensive bill, and that ain't gonna be the last of them. And then on Thursday, I'm putting a new cooler in my PC, because you might remember the last stream, everything went a bit technically wrong because my computer's been overheating. And whilst I was fitting it, I accidentally damaged my motherboard. And I was like so freaking broken at that point. Friday, I was off work with a flare. Like I say, probably stress played a big part in that. And then, so I just thought, you know what, sod it. I'm upgrading my PC. I'm not pissing doing a like for like to then have to do all this shit again. So I couldn't afford it, but I managed to rob a bank. I didn't rob a bank. I managed to find a way to fund it. Not ideal this time of year, but yeah. So if you think of like literally, it was like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, just shit after shit after shit. It's just like my word. But I'm hoping now, like the computer stuff's all sorted, provided my health behaves. I've had COVID for the year, so hopefully that's it. Oh Christ, we're up to 139 grand. We get that trailer. I'm hoping that then I can just have a run, do lots of regular streams, and hopefully reset the balance a little bit. So I'm gonna be, the last week I'm going to be paying that off for about the next year. Right, what was it we were doing? Trailer. Right, I'm going to go for the camper or whatever it was called, cramper. Hopefully there's no objections to that, because I don't want to make another bad decision, but I'm pretty sure this feels like the right thing. I just hope the auger wagon can unload into it. It must be able to, right? That thing goes up to like the 3rd floor. It should be fine. Always comes in freeze. I hope so, mate. I hope that's it. I don't want them more. Right, let's get this. We just dropped like 300k on a truck and trailer. How can we just find money like that now? When people come in and say, we've been playing this game 600 hours, how have you only got 40 grand in the bank? Well, it's because we got bloody assets, sunshine. That's how it works. Alright, let's take our racing truck. How that fly, look. Glad I upgraded my PC. That'd be buffering. That's going so quick. We'll mow these down. Hellboy. I'll be in the local papers tomorrow that there was a loud bang. That's just me breaking the sound barrier. Welcome in, Ryan. I hope you're well. I'm going to need all that beetroot in the back of this to slow her down a bit, because I cannot be trusted at the speeds this thing can go. MRD, no, I'll be sticking with the save for the foreseeable, mate. I still feel like we've got lots to do on it. Yeah, I'll be sticking with this save for the foreseeable. Here we go, look, our first proper truck and trailer setup. I know we've carried water and stuff around with a lorry, but... we're bloody heavy industry farmers now. I don't know if I like it. I like doing the whole small farm thing. We've grown quite a bit in the last couple of months. You can always wind it back if it gets too much. We did with production lines, you might recall. We had production lines, so I was like, I'm not enjoying this, so I got rid of them. Big boy farming indeed. Look out, big rig coming through. I'm glad I slowed down with the trailer on the back, because that was ridiculous. Here she come. Look out. We ain't stopping for no one. I swear that if this auger wagon doesn't lift to this height, it must do. It must do. Yes, I do, Richard. I do have the new Highlands add-on, mate. We got Highland cattle tonight for the first time. Right. I've never done this before, so I hope it's going to work. I never used an auger wagon as a middleman. I know that's what they're for. I've kind of just used it as a big trailer up until this point. It'll be fine. The old Joel catchphrase, it will. I hope I've got that the right side. I might have got it wrong. We'll find out in a minute. I think it's the right side. I reckon that's right. Hell, it's doing it on it for me. That's all right. Off you go. Look at us go. Proper big boy farming now. We ain't messing about anymore. We ain't messing about anymore. That's that investment has made my mind up that these three fields are staying as beet fields, whether that be beetroot or sugar beet. I feel like now with the harvester, the auger wagon, the Arctic, I feel like we're kind of invest. And I like doing beet farming, right? Because I'm from Norfolk, there's loads of beet farming around here, and the pigs love it. And if we have to sell it, it's worth a pretty penny and all. You're fine, Miles. I say it's all part of the fun, mate. I say it's a compliment in there, Miles, because I don't normally listen, do I? I normally do the opposite. You've seen TikTok chat. the amount of times we get people coming in telling me what to do, and I'll just do the opposite. So there's a compliment there. Let's move this lorry before AI has a fit. Right, how's this going to pull this bad boy with its 700 odd horsepower? So the old Massey, oh, I've jackknifed, bloody hell. The old Massey only went about 12 mile an hour up here. What have I done? I'm wheel spinning. This is a good start, guys. Good start. I need to respect the turn and circle a bit more on these, I think. Yes, the old Massey could only go 12 mile an hour up this hill at best. What are we going to do? We're at 17, and it wasn't obviously carrying this much, right? 19, yeah, this is a better decision. Onions and spuds over this way, yeah. Look at us carrying nearly 60,000 litres of beet in one go and killing a pedestrian. To be fair, if they didn't see us coming, they got issues. We ain't messing about. That's a lot of beet to get off that small little derriere field, isn't it? Because you look at them fields. Oh, Christ, I should have braked. Hang on. I always do that. You look at fields 13 and 14. 13 and 12, sorry. They're not big, right? But hell, you get some crop off it with beet. It's a proper, like, high volume, innit? Crop. Girthy. Oh, Christ, I overcooked that. Jacked it. Joel, are you going to be able to fit through? Oh, sod it, we'll make it work. Yeah, I use precision farming, mate. In fact, precision farming is the only thing I allowed myself to look at the help menu on because I didn't know what the frick I was doing. So yeah, I do catch crops, and I do try to keep the old fertilising. So since going to precision farming now, I don't plough. I cultivate at the same time as seeding, and I use solid fertiliser when I used to use animal manure, and I use cover crops as well. We ain't messing about now, are we? Look at this. How much beet are we sitting on now? 50k. I was expecting more, to be honest. Expecting more. Joel, you can't go this way, mate, because there's a bridge you can't go under. So you're going to need to go this way. Yeah, I know the first time I done sugar beet purple, because I bought a field. I think it was field where I do grass now, and it had sugar beet in it, so it kind of forced my hand. I remember leasing all the equipment back then. I don't do leasing now, but back then I did. It cost me about 29 grand to lease the harvester and everything, and then I made about 100k off a field. I was like, bloody hell. So yeah, and then ever since then I've done it. And like I say, I like doing stuff that I'm familiar with from what's around my neck of the woods, and so yeah, sugar beet is one that's, you know, you see everywhere in Norfolk and Suffolk. So I like the idea of doing it. The pigs have it and everything, so can't get used to how there's a hell of an oversteer on this. Like, it's taking me a little while to adjust to it. You don't have to. Obviously, I'm using a controller, right? So it's a bit hard on the steering wheel. But you give it a couple of taps to the left or right, and she's freaking gone. Yeah, I couldn't find any on this save purple. I was trying to buy another sugar beet field, and I couldn't find one. Couldn't find one. So I had to buy these and plant in them. Sorry for the yawning, guys. It's been a long day. I really love the seasons on FS25. Like the fact this feels different in October to when we were planting in the spring and everything. There were more and more fields appearing there with sugar beet. Yeah, that feels like I'm out of bugged out purple. I'm hoping my wool situation isn't doing that. I'm hoping my wool situation isn't doing that. But I think if we get rid of the distribution shed, that'll hopefully ease off. Long old harvest, innit, when you're doing beet, sugar beet or beetroot. It's a long old harvest. There ain't a lot of width on that thing, and it fills up really quickly. Like, really quickly. Oh, shut up, Worker J. Go round us, we're busy. We're busy missing the trailer. I'm busy here. Being 3 miles away from the thing I'm trying to unload into. Oh, look at this annoying sod. I'll go round then, should I? Jackass. Might hit my new trailer here. Don't worry about it. Oh, for freak's sake, Joel. What are you trying to achieve here, man? What are you trying to achieve? I don't know what. I thought it was going to go and it didn't. Fine. Is it only going as full? Who bloody knows? I thought I'd done enough. What do you want from me? Obviously not. I say I've not used an auger wagon as a middleman until tonight, guys, so this is all new to me. This is all new. Maybe just got lucky the first time I was doing this. Oh, I'm the wrong bloody side, Joel. Come on. I just realised what I'm doing. I'm the wrong side, you absolute moron. That's because I moved because of that dickhead over there doing the harvesting. I'm stuck. I realised I moved for him and now I'm the wrong bloody side of the bin, aren't I? We're learning, look. 2 weeks ago, I didn't even know what an auger wagon was. I thought it was an old German car. Welcome in, Dom. Hope you're good. I'm obsessed with this game, but I do think more info on certain areas needs to be done, especially to get new players. Yeah, and it's why I don't Google stuff or watch videos or listen to chat, and because I really struggled with the learning curve with this game, and it put me off. Right, I played FS22 for just a handful of hours. And I was like, this is shit. I didn't even know how to give water to my animals, right? Yeah, that's the whole reason why I don't mind looking like a fool, because if it helps other people give the game a bit more time than I did with FS22, then hopefully that's a good thing, right? Sean, sorry, mate, I missed your message. Sorry for being like, you never have to apologise. You know that, mate. You never have to apologise. You turn up if you want to turn up. If you don't want it, it's absolutely fine. Life happens. Did you fix the cedar issue eventually? Yes, mate. We did. Thanks to Geordie, lad. We got the, is it seed hopper? Is that what it's called, guys? Mod? And then that acts as like an interim. Yeah, that acts as an interim. Right. Thank you, Mr. For Dave Bot, for the helping people, mate. Really appreciate that. Does the harvester unload into the trailer? I think that's a bit tight. Because it only... No, it won't. Because it only unloads into this low side of the auger wagon. So bearing in mind the trailer's the same height as the high side, it absolutely won't unload into the trailer, mate. The lorry trailer, if that's what you're talking about. Hey, are you doing Lammet in January? I've got Danny. I've got loads of people asking me to go. I've never been before, though. And I don't know, like... I was hoping to go with my son, but it's during the school time, right? So I can't really go with him. And I'd be going on my own. But I have loads of people come in chat asking me if I'm going. Was thinking that, Sean, I'll show you, mate. If you're thinking about it on your bloody tea break, man, Christ, one, you need to like get a magazine subscription or something. But, but if you're thinking about your tea break, just to show you the workaround, mate. Basically, we've got this seed hopper mod and this trailer mod. You put the seed hopper on the trailer, strap it down, and then when I want to use this arm folds out. So I can bring my seed up here, and that's got more length than the mod. So if you see the mod has only got a couple of meters reach, right? And that's the issue with that cedar. It's fine with normal little cedars, just not that big boy. Whereas this arm comes all the way out like here. So I can just bring my cedar up on the side of the road, swing that out, and it'll load it. So that's the workaround. It's a bit of an ugly one, but it works. How much horsepower does that Massey have? Let me tell you, bah. Let me tell you. We put it on the max engine. I just don't remember what it is. 425 horses. Just to answer the questions about why I'm not using the auger wagon to just bypass the trailer, sorry. If you look, the auger wagon on this high side doesn't go under it, and that high side is the same height as that trailer. So I always have to go round on the low side to unload into this wagon. So if I have to do that, I won't be able to unload directly into the lorry. But yeah, cheers for dropping in to ask, mate. It's nice that someone cares about my struggles in the game. Excuse me. This is like real life now, because like when I drive around, I'm always seeing the old Arctic lorries on the sugar beet fields. I know we're doing beetroot, and I never understood like why it's a Arctic, and you never see it being like tractor trailer drive. Now I understand it because of the weight and the volume. I never used an auger wagon or a chaser bin. This is all new to me. Bloody learning. Bloody learning. Guys, thank you so much for everyone's company tonight. Because like I say, with me, my trips to Paris and Madrid and COVID and computers overheating, I generally didn't think it was going to be that well populated tonight because, you know, one, the algorithms don't favour you when you take breaks and stuff, and also people move on, right? You find other streamers, you find other things to do and watch. Yeah, appreciate everyone hanging out tonight. For us to be sort of on sort of 70 to 100 people across the 3 platforms all night, it's amazing. I really appreciate it. Reminder, guys, we live stream on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. Sundays, Tuesdays, and Fridays. That does change occasionally, so go check out the Discord if you want to hear about schedule changes. And you can watch all the live streams back on our YouTube channel. The minute the live stream ends, it goes up completely unedited, warts and all. So you can get to see me doing my firmware updates all over again on my audio device. And then, yeah, and check out the videos on YouTube as well. JVA streams, the same name as the TikTok. Thank you, Azza. There are far better ones, I promise you. Oh man, I need to look at this mixer. I've gone to my mixer. It's 7 o'clock in the morning on the 30th of April 2021. I don't know what has gone on with it, but the fact that you can hear me loud and clear on the mic and you can hear the music, that's the main thing. I will fix the minor other things going on before Tuesday stream. And like I say, we're going to be streaming on Wednesday as well this week, guys, for the anniversary stream. It's the 12th on Wednesday, isn't it? It's the 12th on Wednesday. Let me just check my bloody calendar. I might have been like quoting the wrong date all week, all night even. Yeah, 12th. So Farm Sim come out on the 12th of November in the UK last year. That's when this save started. So we will be celebrating a year of this save, guys. A year of this save. And Miles had the good idea about us maybe going back and looking at some of the footage from the first few streams. So I'll see what I can sort out. I should still have them somewhere sitting on YouTube in private viewing mode. I should still have them there. I hope. Like, to be fair, I don't even know if the YouTube channel's like 2 years old, but that's because I just set it up and never done nothing with it. I really hope. Should I go have a look now? Hang on. The amount of things I just like to get sidetracked. Oh yeah, I'll go have a look. Can you imagine the actual proper streamers doing this? I'll just do the firmware upgrade on my audio device. I'll just go check my YouTube. Let's have a look. Oh, this could be depressing. Maybe I haven't got them. Videos. If I go to the end, what's the earliest I've got? Private. Bollocks, I don't think I have. I don't think I have. It looks like it was March when I started putting the VODs over. And obviously this save started in November. I started exporting the VODs in March. But what you've got to remember, guys, just for a bit of context, for anyone who's like, well, what'd you do that for? You've got to remember, right, that when I started this series, I was streaming to like 7 or 8 people, right? On Twitch alone. 7 or 8 people. And no worries, Sean, mate. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you. I streamed to 7 or 8 people and we had 300 followers on Twitch. There was no TikTok. I didn't start the TikTok account until the 1st of December. There was no TikTok. There was no YouTube. And I was a 300 follower streamer after like 3.5 years of streaming, right? So there was no traction. There was no momentum. There was nothing to make me think Twitch only saves them for 2 weeks, Miles. That's absolutely ridiculous. Which is why now I have them all go to YouTube. There's clips though, right? I'll have clips and highlights and stuff. But there was absolutely no evidence to suggest that me going to be a Farm Sim only streamer in November 2024 was going to be any different to what I'd been doing for 3 years, basically to a handful of people, right? And obviously, once things started changing really quickly, so I started doing the YouTube, the Twitch community encouraged me to start doing the TikTok clips. So I started that account on the 1st of December. Or no, I had the account, but the first post I did was 1st of December. And then obviously by the new year, it all started to go a bit mad. So it was from the March, I guess, when I started thinking, oh, I better be saving these. live streams. So yeah, sorry about that, guys. Simulator, thank you for dropping in on our YouTube chat, guys. We've only been on YouTube a couple of weeks on the lives, multi-streaming, so thank you for everyone getting involved in chat tonight over there. We're gradually building up our sort of regulars and vibe there. F, you never have to apologise for dropping in and out, mate, ever. Like I always say, I turn up and how people use the space is totally up to them. You never have to apologise, mate. Oh, this takes forever. We've only done this little field and we've been on here. It's now 12:55 in the game. So we've been on this field like nearly 2 hours, I reckon. It feels like we've been on this... Oh, really? Nah, you got a full tank there. Yeah, man, it's a long old harvest when you're doing beet and sugar beet, innit? I gave up a bloody podcast and talk show, guys, to do this streaming as well. You know that. Fun fact for you. Sunday nights I used to do a live talk show with people with lived experience and doctors and academics and researchers and decision policy makers, all that sort of stuff. I used to do that on a Sunday night. It was called the Chronic Pain Club on YouTube. You can still find the episodes if you want to go watch it. And I used to do a podcast. And as soon as things started changing with this stream, back in, yeah, around about the new year, January, February, when it became clear that people were enjoying it, I paused all that and I still ain't gone back to it. I told people I'd just taken a break. It was nearly a year ago. This is Riverbend Springs, mate, but I've been playing it since launch day of FS25, 12th of November 2024. We're nearly 600 hours into it now. I'm a new player, pretty much. I don't Google anything. I don't look anything up. So I sort of been doing this all live on stream and learning as I go. And I don't play the game offline as well. So these guys see my sort of genuine enjoyment and everything with it. I've listened to a few of those episodes. Cheers, Miles, mate. Appreciate it. I still get emails from people either asking to come on it or... Oh, my God. What happened there? What happened there? That was like a proper power slide. Did anyone see that or did I just feel it through the controller? I, like, oversteered and then it just slid down the hill. That's pretty cool. I want to do it again. But yeah, Miles, I'll still get people occasionally ask me about them and when they're coming back and that. But the thing is, they used to cost me a lot of money. So I had no sponsorship. I made a conscious decision not to take sponsorship because we were talking about medical stuff and that. And there was lots of like pharmaceutical companies and people like that that wanted to support it. And I quite like the idea of it being like independent, right? And not influenced by anything like that. But the podcast used to cost me about 50 quid an episode just to get edited and out and published, let alone, you know, the recording and the equipment and the time and everything. I'm not worried about the bits AI's left. I can't be asked. So the trouble is, once this started taking off, I'm thinking, well, I've got this thing that I enjoy and I make a couple of pennies from it. Or I've got this other thing that cost me about 300 quid a month and I really can't afford to do it anymore. And yeah, I still like the idea of having a podcast where you chat to other farm sim streamers, YouTubes. Yeah, people, that comes up all the while, Miles. And the thing is, it'd be so easy, right? Because I've already got all the tech and the experience of that. Like, that's one thing I'm quite confident doing, right? I'm not a confident farm sim player. I'm not a particularly confident streamer, but I'm a confident podcaster interviewing people because I've done it in different countries live, and I always figure if I can interview people on a conference floor in front of a load of passers by, then I can do it anywhere, right? So I'm quite confident with that. That's just time. It's always time, because like everyone wants more YouTube videos and more live streams. So it's like, okay, so when do you do the podcast? This going to the pigs, yeah, mostly, mate. Mostly, mate. So I tend to only grow what the animals need, and then what I'll do is occasionally sell a couple of trailer loads for a bit of cash when I need it. Yeah, that's the thing though. It's like, so about 6 months ago, everyone was asking for more YouTube stuff. And I was like, I don't know if people want it. And I've done the YouTube stuff and it's done all right. And obviously that's growing. And that's time, right? So if I streamed 3, maybe 4 times a week, that's 3 or 4 evenings gone. And like when I finish in a bit, oh Christ, it is 11 now. When I finish, I've got to get it all up on YouTube, do the thumbnail, do the description, all that stuff, right? It takes time. I'll be done by about 11:45. I'll be up at 6 in the morning. And that's like, so, and that's just the streams. Then to do the videos, I tend to do them my lunch breaks and stuff like that, or an hour after work. I'll finish work and then start on the computer for an hour. You take like Tuesday, if I do that on Tuesday, work 8 till 4, then do a YouTube video 4 till 5, 4 till 6 sometimes, depending on how long it takes to edit and stuff. And then if I'm back streaming at 7, my family don't really see me, and that's asking a lot. So that's my fear with the podcast. It's just I just wouldn't be able to squeeze it in without something else suffering, and then people would moan when I wound something else back. But it seems to be lots of interest in it. It's just there's only so much I can do in a week, and I also run a charity, right? And that is just exhausting at times. Sometimes you get sort of 5 or 6 messages a day that you have to try and get back to people. And I just don't have the time. Right, we'll get this back up the top, ready for that new field we're harvesting. That feels like a good place to wrap it up. Thing is, like, just my day job in the NHS and the streaming thing taken off would be a lot of work, right? It's the charity thing on top of it as well. If I can get that in a place where it's kind of run by volunteers and I just do the financials and decision making stuff, then that gives me a lot more time. But at the minute, we've got lots of people volunteering to like share their story and fundraise for us, and that's all amazing and much needed. But until I've got people willing to deal with the social media and deal with all the emails and the requests for help and that really time consuming stuff, right? Because someone goes and sends you a Facebook message and they're desperate and they're looking for help. That's not like a 5-second answer, right? That's not like a copy and paste thing. And that's why the charity is set up around like peer support. It's supposed to be people helping others. Like, we don't spend money on educational materials. There's lots of other organisations that do that. We don't run a helpline for those sort of reasons. But like, our Facebook group recently reached 15,000 members. So it's 15,000 people chatting every single day. And that was moderating and stuff spills over from that. And it's just, yeah, it's hard work. I'm not looking for any sympathy. It's just, I feel like I have to give that side of it, because the amount of people who'll just send me a message saying, do more of this or do that, without realising this isn't going to go under here, is it? I don't think it will. What if I give it a bit of distance? Oh, it's gonna. So as long as I give it a little bit of distance. Well. Is that the last that we need? We see the auger wagon. I didn't think that would be able to do that. I knew it couldn't go under it. But obviously if I give it a little bit of distance, I guess we're done with the auger wagon. Or is he still tossing it out up there? Well. Now we've got a lorry. I'm struggling to see the point of this. Oh, I need to go to bed. It's been a long day. Why am I dragging this around at 9 miles an hour if it can just unload straight into the lorry? Riddle me that. I didn't realise it could go straight in though, to be fair. Right, I'm going to unload this and sell it. I don't think I need it. Right, goodbye to you, sunshine. Where is it? Hell, it's 131k back, guys. It basically pays for the trailer and some. The lorry trailer, I mean. Nice. Right, guys, I'm going to call it a night there. I know I started a bit later tonight, but I can't go on too late because I've got a busy day tomorrow. And it's been a long day building PCs today and chopping off my finger and stuff. So thanks for all your company tonight, guys. Really appreciate it, especially when I've had a bit of a break and been a bit intermittent. That's what I'm looking for. I'll be back here on Tuesday, guys. The plan for the week ahead is Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. So keep an eye out on Discord for that. The link is in my bio if you're watching us on YouTube or TikTok, or in the channel links on YouTube. I hope you enjoyed it, guys. If you haven't done so already, hit the follow button so you get notifications when I'm next on. Thank you for all the lurkers tonight, guys. Loads of you. Roger right there, dropping in at the end to say have a good night. Thank you, mate, and you too. Thank you, so many lurkers tonight. Really appreciate all of you. Thank you for all your interest as well over the last week or two while I've been sort of sorting out computer issues and that. I appreciate all those. You know, you'll get them people who sort of crazy you to get back online, then you get people in the Discord that genuinely care that you're going for a bit of a headache to try and make it happen, and you want to be there and you can't always. So yeah, we're back, guys. That should be the end of our obstacles now between now and the end of the year. Looking forward to getting a good run of streams and yeah, celebrating a year of this save later this week. So until next time, guys, have a good one. Take care. I hope your Monday's kind to you, and I'll see you very soon. Bye bye.